95.7 FM. Ya transi bi mabuza for ye dem nyina e de hia bi na sagure mu sembre na area transi se ya natures and sembre de ofie de wa mo no nyina ne kutre de agun krata so ani fidie so a ya transi ye ba be obo ho na ya pede nyina pomasibira kama se ye si etie ne pepepe na ye transi ya 12:30 aba na sane sorry ama DJ Abishos enso aba beto aso e de ho bia no enso e de bedwafo nyina transi wo mo ebeboa ye na amano nsam a edia the ncheche no ye de ho ko ba fei afisam a eno nso akọ efa agude mu nsam nyina no ye de nyina enso de ba wonso adwenkyere no ebehia ye parenty na abrevia ye trasia na ye biem e wo Facebook Pure FM TV comment section no active na wonso do messages e de afa de mana afi no wa contribute to the show ye mu nyina ase e ma mu nyina akwa ba de ka no ye pabu nyina acho for the past 2 days ye ntimi enye program no se de e wo se ayi timi ye no because of technical hitches yes na akodru pointer ye twaso enyeyi but all this while for South 2 days no and yes abaye and enra chinyira no people were calling, sending messages. I don't know say what has been the situation and penifo so ma rectify bibia asolve whatever the situation was inti and yenya a similar problem yenya for the past 2 days inti na de ye bo the full length of the show na chese bibia enso etima ye kama sere medical kana ye live e wo Facebook Pure FM TV afei e wo YouTube e Bright can come on YouTube and afei no o join o television na Champion Television so no o benya show the live enso etima monitor na ni benya enso etimi aye kama widi Eri Andrew so usu wetia from Andy Castas Maxwell Nana Asian atanase wa ha na obati bigi enka ezo de bigi new name no otrasia mebody achemo na Jacob Achosebe any production team no Bright usu omunyina eboa Clifford nom afei Darling Paul yen she Darling Paul so speedy recovery sanso era Jaribes Mark any trend enwina so ehwe ama ya content fidie national fidie di se wosa wotie di so hunyina no yaka niya yibi enso e de achero no pe na bibia enso aye kama chairman Bright can come wodu enso tachi de den any edition no enso but once again yamwache emwakwaba ye do wase se wachusu Pure 957 so on yen na air ID and anope na sade medika kan no ensem no de sade ya eta de dika kwa mono ne na yakofa mono ne ensem no e de abaye wi a nya de afisem no enso etimi ato aso ne se bibia enso etimi aye kama tino Maxwell atenase big in super tenase na afini ahye nkomo twetwe na se na ye de amono ne ensem no enso etimi ato aso. Sir Maxwell, good morning.
Yeah, good morning Andy.
Na bibia boko
nyame adomo
ye de nyame ase medical patch for what happened the past 2 days.
I think me kwedum and most of the callings on the guys in I can say or mutia or mode to an ISC and I'm sure seeing a technical problem. We're here in our numbers ready to work. We're even working. I started
because of the work in
I didn't buy and saying it deliberate and netting I don't know what fix area there. We move on.
More Sokoban Wood Village for these days in 2 days in an frame. Ebusa what's going on. It shows the great love and concern amo edema yeju edi ayedu has. Now we are back and we are back for good. Yeba be yejuma no. Sa no makache nti yeba yejuma na kama. So edi amamo. Na anope yebedu nkomo nse 2 days ni nyina no nsama koso. No akra no na ye hwe the African Games are ekoso no.
Yeah.
Ewo Legon. Na emza maxo problems na no ani eka bi ho asem no. Emse almost share jumadi na say from Tuesday and Wednesday complaints no the bar neighbor even and me say fresh complaints aside the discussing and now panansani often
poll votes in the crown
ebubu
we no move here
nebu
and a South African be so crack I say duane so
say okuyi chicken na your mom ba ko pe o pe extra chicken na ada nto
the entia ne say Ghana yen renam and the I say
to be renam
oh yes me try the Ghana yen renam say ohwe your neighboring country just like Cote d'Ivoire call AFCON you remember so ba catch me say your friend say tilapia ne kese it say what they found say na nko for
oh eso pa
e be say
benya bie kakraka say
ni pa bako
na de esi wani boyi
pa cho me hu
oh eso because me kai say chama mo buy for the Egypt game I'm saying a day before the Egypt game, no.
Sure.
And you ran your call, I think Cocody or something.
Okay, Cocody. Or on Alpha Blondie.
Oh, good.
You know, on your Cocody Rasta.
See, I want your call, and I Cocody. I want I say, I check it, I do soon. Bibri, Omomoton, and tilapia.
So, food, no.
Omomoton, and chicken, Omomoton, and tuna. Any salmon,
okay.
Bibri, no honum, sir.
Oh, okay.
Maxwell,
yeah.
They're toy and need your Mayan. Oh, I can see you. It drew a bit near Brecra.
Okay, good. Inside the end, says a Ghana on a normal day. Nanka, Sanam, ne dead, Diana, so Ubi Husa. And I'll be who crank and the unquality on Ubi who say, Woodia, Unim de Odebeco. A quadia, me cotton and Nambia, Wajuay, and a Bemana Nipa now, Minimsa what I say. And say, Sagana and answer, we really don't eat well. Because they're from Uncraya, it's an Crassi, so I didn't and the wolf for ABM man a bet and back on Eda, so near the Unquire Gunfu and trouble 2 or 3 now they call Anameba. What him say, cry, you cried now, Zongo Soka crying, you know. What him say, did ya, you to me, did you answer your channel? Yes, that's a meal for Ibrahim. Ibrahim on a penny. Like on your penny, we were all the same age. I met Razak Ibrahim and Abu. It's your child on the channel. See, a dear, you are in area, say to a yedi to a beer, mutua yedi. Now, watch it. As I know what channel, no channel now. No, so no tune. But just watch it. Now, me over Zach, there also is like so on trim, near to cheer. And see, the reality is a Ghana cost of living. Or they compare your neighboring countries. Now, Ghana, the and the ed. You were in Cote d'Ivoire, and I think so better testify to what I'm saying. So, overhead amounts of money, we income, need the spending on food at Ghana ed. In the Ghana, honey, and Renam, South Africa, who's a Ghana, and baby, oh, quite a year, Coconam 5, I do 20 and money pabacos. So, could there be who call wedding here? You had a big as some make a boy. Who call wedding here? You cry, and I'm not one. Who cry more? Who's an insane and your master first? No, Ubedi Jollof area, Kokwane Brunya. And the way experience. Okay, baby out tonight to Wednesday. So it be also would di Jollof pa nam daso bibia and the air Christmas. And yes, I ufufu ya nyumrobe di ufufu bia anopa no di emo ana nkwan ne ade ka ho. But so what I say, I don't menwa rice and stew and I say jollof no. Now I say Usha na ese ubose. In the South and the Eddie Dimoa. In the South Africa, non tias a hang South Africa. Or one day can even on bet marry Namqua without we bahadi. I had nipa bako Nagana nipa bako Kobako. I just saw no one away pie out no call every time. But say full chicken. Say full chicken, Debbie. A Ghana is not done. We that cry. We that cry a bit him. Fine, Coladio. And here we don't really eat well. In this all better. Also Senegalese ne yempa Malians ne Ivorians ne adeno. And the bastacha also more stature than us naturally. Because they eat a lot of protein because also monye more nentwe ni ade be brain no. Ebia nentwe sre no mo aho na nkola betre omutumere. Okay. They do it for fun but it has a results on their human way. It's naturally and other countries na here no more a lot of meat and you've also been told say meat in your face na here which is not also true because who read the clearly them as nipa meat in your face instead inti South Africa no so brony onya but Ghana we don't eat well yes and as Ghana when you eat well so a budget here the beba no okay, number be exactly because we don't eat well. So we eat well, they will give us a budget. But I think so organizers no, and they need to work on these things because issues never ban too much. Is it because they were not ready? In a haste no more and I said we could not put the perfect preparation online because Ghana a country your neighbors all over no, they respect us a lot. It's only when they come here no say Ndi Ghana ni ye kanenia ena ye nso ayetim no ye nim bibia se obia for example South Africa ye ka se Ghana ni ba kire wo ha de hwini a de na we hwini sa nete ani ba jote asia but even in Benin the things you see you not see in Ghana ye independence afena ye say ya see ye be ye express until Ghana ni hu express road ada you go to Benin sa kiosk ni sisi kwan wona but what I say you too for development or cement to aban it's hard container kiosk near the aye clum stop okwo e omo yini nyina free and ye dey see baby utumi say everything is laid down and structured I think say it's a big shame for Ghana, but it can be reversed. Eduano bu so who duano.
Two
Nyamina Ageno. E wo be mo bisika so ngoto duano akoto fake one. Yes, buy no.
Ono akosini bia.
No akosini.
Robert Biggie. Is it all trend with media this show? Na and maybe din sisi so wahana bomb I text me say Nims said that Dabena will drop your single because almost say rap no say nkai tribu pa lodo na no tun so betimi amrado nom ne yi ma challenge pa o say by bomb be say almost say kapunya ne level no ba kra
oh there be cap
game aka kire me bomb aka kire me Iniesta aka kire me Ateta aka kire me Steve aka kire me say o so say almost first no
yeah
emre bi atwam na o say kapu ya rapper bi o de be fro no and who say on camera branding. They say Udra Mukum guys in our watch. Omunina watch, almost in found to be a groundswork, a groundswork. What I say? They say the rapper about coupe.
Yes, more. I didn't come a day.
Now, yeah.
Oh, yeah, SHS. Way back.
Oh, Minim Sabian and say, Debbie, way back. Oh, so never sure what's in. I decided, I was semi focusing on. ABR school books and rap seminar. I think that the last time I sat down, say ABR mature watching SHS2, I think 30 manata from 3 first time. Somewhere 2006. Oh
yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Way back SHS, you call from fair mount stage, you call rapid. Hey. Oh yeah.
Now stage name you say, and
oh, coach and an FM, SHS. My nickname.
Until I got a coach, I'm a man of revolt.
Oh, no, that's what I'm
Hey.
Oh, way back.
Oh, fantastic. Minim say bia nan say ya na ma. Minim da say no you right.
That to be me mate to chess bia. And you be me Debbie said there were people who were doubting at first, but after first post, I had about 2 or so classmates. I'm over commenting on say, and when they saw me even as a sports journalist, they were rather surprised because no one say be a man.
Now you say, so bet me at us, and you say books need the so we in TV on the other side because Nancy Crabia would tell you. Tell me we are so say fancy to one more fancy una you the almost say fancy Newton I feel almost a couple when we all
so I know these all man fans we almost
can tune say be sin I don't know me no bi anye as Newton say ya na so kan no yin ho afrim sa no na wa bejeje wani but we
o say behind the scenes yin some o muka na say one can from mum to for public consumption
because I know about Kubia or Kujina Puano drop here, me you cry. But we are the man on Amzu Massa. Maybe I know no. Oh, wait, I didn't decide to reply to be. I say, oh, Debbie. Come, Pim said, so I'll drop it 5. May drop it 2. Hey, but still 2 near shut up.
Oh, yeah. And to Pim say, the obey be. I be closer to the Mema and the Muba Kumpono. May reply to be on that.
Biggie.
Hustlers.
Rapper Biggie. Coach. Oh. Say that me pa. Minim say o bass now.
Yeah, some.
The end there say mean some be now.
Couple so they are good.
Go dey say on for beating to say but you so rap pa. Back you the beat onu akwa no esi. Mo timi kan no crunch no. Gapo mi na menu no. Oh yeah. Supremo, and then there fafa be go from. Maybe how the mama me side I be win but maybe I the ko no one ko.
I dey bi with me dia nso okase enko 100 meters. Enne me nko. Aha nche ndi obetimi.
No cry me doubt no.
Some rap pa there onya eche di na mo. You two no so onya zam twoni there. Obo da pa, o gidi pe o man bi. Because rap no end and music them fat
by now so Biggie
Casella.
Fantastic. Now Biggie, where a quick one I mean confirm on 3 goalkeepers we yes say a final game. You want to say Champions League final. They say PSG Ateta
yeah.
Now 3 goalkeepers see omunyina team.
Yeah.
Why not best start now mama Trent mama say goalkeepers me no for a final game. Oh, in your team, Courtois, David Raya, and Donnarumma, Sami and Sano started back with a crucial game.
Started back with a crucial game.
Oh,
I think sir, it will depend on the coach and open. I said they may pay.
Okay.
Yes, a final game experience, top class performance. Thibaut Courtois, I take all these boxes. Courtois, as we speak, to me, if you are looking for the best goalkeeper in the world per class, I think that it is Thibaut Courtois. Nobody comes close. The best goalkeeper. It will be as a per class. When we talk about class, it takes years of consistency at the top level to get to that stage. Among these goalkeepers, they were consistent at the top level. Thibaut Courtois has single-handedly won Champions League for Real Madrid, but we don't talk about him just because he might be a goalkeeper. Thibaut Courtois Watana nche Lunin na da goal post ni mo 2024 Champions League finals no ebe Courtois ya fit yes Courtois made that goal post ni people were even questioning at the Contia Lunin at that goal post mo na do finals near the Courtois beda but Courtois beda goal post ni in the finals no o trade ye nti a coach ni ogidie say finals no betimi aboa no. So among these goalkeepers there I'll go for Thibaut Courtois but goalkeeper ba ko a enye Courtois e bia nkama yiri Raya
David Raya.
Yes, Andy. For the past 3 seasons, seriously speaking, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. For the Premier League, to me, he's the best goalkeeper for the past 3 seasons.
Okay.
There is no goalkeeper that comes close.
And of course, on one performance proving that because the past 3 seasons, Waji the Golden Glove.
Yes, Ono na Ajini for the past 3 seasons of Premier League. The only difference between Ono and some other goalkeepers, I be you almost top goalkeepers, has to do with trophies. Trophies am a player mu yedu enti unu obi di nkomo na o ka se o asema si de ne mode mo so chain we o ga na obo nyina de na waje enti I think say eno na eyiraya a free conversation nim kaka and just because he's an Arsenal goalkeeper probably go now Adama Arsenal no say Odama certain clubs are a bia kayeka best goalkeepers big goalkeepers now you never count today. There are people are omo push say one gas here and conquer speed number 1 at the expense of even David Raya just because he's a Barcelona goalkeeper he's winning trophies with Barcelona. So I believe say Arsenal for one Raya Nemani Munyedu because Nejuma as a goalkeeper there for the past 3 seasons he's been consistent than any Arsenal player.
Okay.
Onona Juma as a goalkeeper why you consistent any Arsenal player they can say team never back no na results almost no trophies no results in the trophies na ba na be kan one goalkeeper ni mo but among these 3 there mini ba ko pedia and I'll go for Thibaut Courtois on any day.
Big is no be call for Thibaut Courtois on any day. Romeo ese ono be call for David Raya. Pepra ese wo be call for Donnarumma and what's Bono. Okay. Who say Kofi Amponsa say total disrespect to Courtois. How can you rank Raya with Courtois? Please. Okay, Frederick upon put out say Biggie the rapper. Biggie Jene Samba pa Emmanuel Jana say Samia G perfect. Sims Kofi SO here from Amsterdam. Maxwell, quick one on this one. You far the others no Emra. 3 goalkeepers one hour starting in the final.
Ryan Yinifrim. Na Enka Courtois ne Donnarumma because of experience. So I say.
Okay.
At the highest level, but straight away Thibaut Courtois because a final game now okay means that a lot of like only big players na ekobo and consistently Courtois has shown that he's the best. But what you're saying he's done that consistently. Ryan the oil good pa he's doing well but on Spain here man na majority Spain in yes bia Barcelona until one Garcia so call La Liga on so nekuta the clean sheet Senior right could clean sheet to England official or the right to keep or bas we in their friends say Spain national team. Garcia soon could the clean sheet La Liga. But what it means is that I feel like goalkeepers no it's not the clean sheet it's about what you do. Okay, good. Okay, Ike Casillas. Okay, Gianluigi Buffon.
Yeah.
And okay, Victor Valdez.
Yeah.
I don't know you say Victor Valdez in Guardian. Okay.
Almost a boss of manager.
Oh, keep our ball manager. Andy, they even say that Barcelona born come so they get no correct. Keep a beer no or nyadi obey to me at the top team in the world to win all these trophies. I say player or nyadi. Not a top team like Abia Madrid or Bobby consistent no more every trophies. No, Obia dear saying on but what say. By that's oh Andy another America won't say, oh nyadi I want to me more. But just what you say. Ain't keeper be almost most often now on the clean sheet no. You be season na obe keeping more clean sheets me boy. But now Ike Casillas be consider go. But between Ike Casillas who was better?
Casillas.
So we look at the saves you make. Your team can defend very well. Like Arsenal, they make sure so on be city deep. It is any a ball and mouse will be. It's a ball and we save 1 or 2. Obi save in 1 game. Obi to save 12. You are near Castle. One ball be brand towards them to your best goalkeeper. Me Maxwell technically I don't take it. But just what I say, okay. It's about what you do. Other than that, any ordinary goalkeeper, able to make add that team where on consider a lot of goals. But maybe in the third game, the team was so good to an extent that Omo boy, they keep even the possession. Madrid ne bas or more former ball near bar mobi. Meaning so what I said na make an say. It's me who saves or yeah, he's a good goalkeeper. But you know Simon there on one head that Spain. Because Andy also goalkeeping department Miriam and nya dia toilet with. We don't change it. It is a keeper being a former and a near you goalkeeping and yes. All the top world national teams or European teams, you know, how many times did they change their goal? You told me about Thibaut Courtois. Also, in some time now, you be champions and no Prana Lunin are better. Lunin me feeling no good because on this city money adding in that deficiency. But when it's time for the final, it's a first goalkeeper no better. Manon know you're better. Even test again. Manon know and Jonia Germany in Korea number 1. Another make count as it. Would they take all the countries before they take up the goalkeeper? Now say we bet that for a long term. It's a goalkeeping in area, and he said that even Geronimo Rulli, your war your friend say Napoli. So yeah, Argentinian. Yeah, he's doing very very well. Yeah, and one Muso, and so yeah. So we in our case or but say we Dibu Martinez and retire. I'm moving because goalkeeping, the more I order. Now we gain a lot of experience and you building momentum. But what I say, in Sabia we bear unite last tournament. The we are near between Raya and a friend is saying Garcia. But I think the Raya guy has really done very well. And I say, oh, keepers be brand now, stars be brand. The higher selection no, and the confusion, but it's here. So at the end of the day, it comes down with what the coach wants. Okay.
Medasi Maxwell nana Asian watching Kawati Biggie culture watching ti yeko na yedi amono nsem na ba yewi a omusa ha the analysis akanyina no enso ebitumi edi aba ha bisa for ha pure 95.7 FM na me say still messages no eguso a eba on goalkeepers ne de no Zakaria ese Thibaut Courtois no kodewa no Di Matheus ese okode edi amakotoa Ishak ese okode amakotoa Romeo de ose Maxwell de on Arsenal player biasem enuti no yira ya frimo Richard also kwama the names Richard Ofuri o de washeda Daniel Rolex text no say Raya any day anytime anywhere and ono so be call the man TMT yanko na yemfa mo no nsem no ento aso enfam na chese bibia enye kamaja rabo kakra bia ba na ya to aso afrio.
Are you ready? Are you
or Italy, or Germany, Netherlands, or US, or Spain, or Belgium, Portugal, Canada, and UK. Maybe I want to be a send this guy fee. The American farmer and Lemfi. Now Lemfi, no, the money that's from going to say we or send the Bakuti Million or Momo so instantly. Now, may mount a very special package. And one say, so I will send this car. And one is over promo code, you know, BKB 2020. You get $10 or $20 cash back. The tenant say, so I will send it Scaffy UK. Now send it £100. You get
to Quarascalia and your branch your friends and buy you want to show 2 goals no Mami fan to as a Minuka as a club na you're from the PS champions the French League no and the Coppa Italia final Ecosonra Emma Lazio Atenasi Inter Milan be shedding 2-0 and we have Marcos Thuram and Alessandro Manasa Branchia your friends and Lautaro Martinez Mumiano and then 2 goals at my Inter Minuka and Inter club and so champions and area and of course Pena 3 games and in Valencia, everybody at Rayo Vallecano, Girona, and Sociedad Real Madrid, and Real Oviedo game, no, and 7:30, and our Santiago Bernabeu still Masamacho, and also Airbus Yenin Kobe, 9:70 and to Yano Pay. Na Maminko Piemo and so FIFA, I walk up and I say, Nayamon Komo, Mami, I halftime a show, because FIFA, and the official announcement, and Sonia by Abedi Wonkomo, Sanamia on the 19th of July. 2 a.m. She's about to walk up final. Some first half we are Yebo show. Said him the other events at our question on the show and so a half time and second half no and so to us FIFA and Yadiaba. One more almost to a half time show no. Mammy friend to get Sabawa. Your friend is Shakira, Everton maybe. Some son of Babawa, your friend is Madonna, Everton, and a group now from BTS for one and a headline 2026. And your World Cup final half time show no and the FIFA and so about to and Shakira and Madonna and BTS on about to I will walk up a final and a half time so the other one some Emma and so so Mommy I am MetLife a stadium no and so America we call walk up no matches about so I want the MetLife a stadium now you're telling us Oko stadium where no concerns P and Swaba a train a tickets prices sounds and a shuttle bus a first no concerns about na initially beto ya say for train afim na se bia wo enso kopiemu e wo MetLife a obetimi atua $150 for air transportation and a train ticket. Sounds and a shuttle, a bus fare, no, $80. America say, Demet no 7 years under pressure, and so ako FIFA for so ama Demete, and it's a $150 so at about $98. Sounds and a shuttle, a buses no from $80 so at about $20. And once I'm not yet Abamum, I will generation pay, and edit here, Yanko, a Brazil, Yeninkomo, Mami, Nema dos Santos Junior, and Ra, Nema, a sounds go against a Corretiba, and Santos Corretiba, Nema Esanso will go. Na Nema, since I woke up in 70 by the performance no Asura and Elko. Na Nema ye, Mammy Fawe and to Yon Samabakacho, so coach our friends Carlo and Charlotte, near 55 a man squad. I want name no, Yons a name and a D.A.W. Emma and Rambe to just a poly market for one in Nema chances over co walk up no, a 56% a chance, not just an increase. The attendee report I mean second on Penyami Adma May 18 and that's on the 18th of May and a quote Carlo and Charlotte officially Obenemi a Brazil Obu World Cup a 26 man squad no Mami fan to get a Nema Debete and it's a 26 players no Nema and Sudin Ebewum Nema Ebeko World Cup maybe and on a report I mean Saka the other one some Ebamu Ewo Jumadino Sanope now Mami fan to get a national air teams no Obia data what a release a squad for a FIFA World Cup no Ebibu DM and Swasha Aba Makatos as Sweden at the squad at the Aba Nations Nippy and the 26 Nanra Mebeka a Belgium for the editor Mami for and to get some Noka say date officially Minina and Swanyaba now be Huda a Ghana and Sweden name squad coach France Carlos A. Carlos Ebe name squad Mami Salis no na Yeniko say NCT na already Bosnia so and I'm not Bosnia 11th of May Omodiaba Sweden on the 12th of May Omodiaba New Zealand and I 14th Omodiano and Sobado Paya Mami friend to get France there Eba Enea Belgium Omusodiano officially not just a data Omodeman Peniforo on the 15th name and Ra Yewins about 26 players no and Swaba Betoja Mami friend to get Haiti on the 15th Ivory Coast on the 15th Japan on the 15th Tunisia on the 15th South Korea Ebenemin squad 16th Australia on the 18th Brazil on the 18th Portugal ebe name on the 19th. The same day Scotland ebe name in the squad. 20th Switzerland, Germany for one of the squad about 21st. And Openya, your friends Julian Nagelsmann ebe name in the squad. Norway about 21st. Senegal 21st. England 22nd. Spain 25th. Panama ya Ghana the group 26th. And Panama almost squad Sanso and United States of America May 26th. Netherlands ebe name in the squad 27th. Sanso na Canada 29th. Egypt the other about 29th. Colombia 31st. Australia also 1st. After Croatia on the 1st. Ecuador on the 1st. Mexico on the 1st. Countries akanyano obia date enso nyamaye Algeria, Argentina, Cape Verde, Curacao, Czech Republic, Samsung DR Congo, Oman, Ghana, Iran, Iraq, Jordan, Morocco, Paraguay, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, Uruguay, and Uzbekistan. Omunyina date enso nyamaye enom detia yedemam ti Ghana eka countries yenyamfa ye date enso ma for your final short list no eno detia yedon some mamu ewo dwumade no so ne me come back to broso ma Vinicius Junior say unsa open one player one fight racism in footballer Vinicius Junior any ewo Mestalla na Valencia supporters womu dinner time ewo Atletico Madrid Metropolitano Stadium na omu dinner time enano Portugal, Adia Benfica, one stadium, Amu abuse no any day. Mami Fenty is a Vinicius Junior. Announcement. Now the maintenance of Vini as our Brazil will be a free law firm. Just all dedicated to our law firm though. So are the fighting racial crimes. Our Brazil to so in Patuntum, na obi abuse our Brazil. So law firm local lawyers so you know I'm take a matter of untiare. I know I have Vini and some and a take a cost in a Vinicius Junior, Ninsamo Abano, and at Emamu Ewo Jumodene Sanope, Mami Fenty some Michael Carrick, a Manchester United, a coach say, na unsaba to say United, I am penny for woman Yabakas, Omaya Esia, and Eddie Tua in front. Yes, I said, Omaya convinced. Near Somocon, I recommend the coach now. Your friends Michael Carrick, and so the man penny for Nina. Sarah Opedi so far, Jumabaye, Ewo Manchester United since Amorim Koyano, Bibia Trust, somebody on a permanent basis. According to Polymarket for almost say Michael Carrick chances so no and should be a permanent air job ever United no so said the 93% and there 93% chance some Michael Carrick and a Manchester United for Eben as the permanent air manager and a reporter yeah the one some answer to you wouldn't say player now your friend is Daniel Malen na Malen a player no see academy Aston Villa to invite of Borussia Dortmund and I join Aston Villa. Now from Aston Villa, Mami Fentugas Oko loan, Ewo Roma, and January, and we call Roma so far, so good. And Cinema Brantia France, Dolian, I am Malian. Diamet, and it's a Roma club, and Wabua, I'm a Roman, and so a European qualification. Diamet is officially now a Shamusa 25 million euros, Ometria, now offered permanently every Aston Villa. Diamet is a Sassican Roma for a will in Somakutia, now a Brantia France, Malian, and so to us, Ayama Roma, a club, and I Mami Fawe Antigas Arsenal player Leandro Trossard on a year Laura Heaven so said the Amunsonia de Babontine so after 13 years of Mawareno so say almost separate na ewo media so on a year no answer jai dem reason over the jano no be him no be entimi anyini enra na baba friends Laura on one kasa ekọ ni Nigeria will come a key posts no clear so say after 13 years and on Leandro Trossard wamu atraje said ye wamu so separate no mesre se omunye amo privacy else respect omo so say omu jai warrior omu say privacy eno aye debate eno aye Trossard Arsenal player no eno aye deba so come no yes emamu ewo dwumadi so minya report say ababa friends Laura I want IG pictures I know one Leandro Trossard be na wo the military say what delete some photos ni na on Trossard picture bi am na woni social media what delete ni na because said ye woman tibiem eno aye demete na mame Arsenal aye PSG and say PSG Arsenal because Nyankopon ya adoma final no aye on the 30th of a year this month and I Budapest and a final game of the Champions League no but okay some by story say PSG na so Kalafi a release statement say obi a we adwuma na dem PH aye team no say we player say we chef we adwuma e wo mo training grounds we adwuma e wo mo offices no final game no club no e ba wo ka e de wako Hungary am wako akọ eye match ne bi eno ya de a eye PH club no eye e de am mo staff members ni na ento your staff e wo PH a untua ka pre we plane ticket e ba eye we ticket match day ticket any baby a we da nyina no wo mo efa Arsenal staff members ese no o mo nsu kobusa eye Arsenal team na ya ka tom say o ya Arsenal staff member no person ko Hungary o person ko Budapest e ko final match no bia e be cost £859 pounds. Uber PSS can o your staff member and sign what me call PSG no free. Arsenal charge almost staff members no. I'm a Jamaican say yes a shocking employees no. One entire just na team just two teams are qualify. And about man staff ako free. Na yes entry £859 and sign yet me call. Yes Arsenal team no culture supporters ne say Sene sebia one kasa opese obeki wa arrangement ene obetimi aye but still ebia na obehia Arsenal wo mo so aye flight no mo charter aye flight no eno so betua eno aye report am nsaka yet mamam enso odwuma gene sa no pay mame Dominic aye players no because enra wo mo eko aye dinner na aye farewell party edema player friends Leon Goretzka Mabeka Cho so Goretzka ever join AC Milan end of the season and after aye several years no obefri aye Bayern Munich enso na enra and farewell aye party no enso timi call so yes one can say declare say we no aye white aye party anti players no mobile and also be address white enra aye Bayern Munich aye playing body sounds so and staff no and penny forward be enso eko aye party na say na ore pictures no bia obo some penny for boko no na obi a etwa the white or really pictures no dem obo so obi abon white aye Hurricane no abon white Opamecano ni one abon white Joshua Kimmich ni abon off white Hurricane and the wife and econo dia chem any some penny for no ayem only highness mo any aye Christian field mo obunina enso address white now we say Kevin Prince watching ye on your player and Fabian say name me report some enra abranche friends Goretzka on one kasa and invite Kevin Prince Boateng sa omrebi because no any teammate our club name and Kevin enso ajay aye ball nebo into invite Kevin Prince Boateng and one so to come be enso to me come on Edema branch friends Goretzka and area na enra Inter Milan mami coach friends Christian Chivo na Christian aye Chivo obano nenkofo anyine ni oya one manager manager no eto Vincent Company na Bayern Munich enso afa no Christian Chivo no munyine ni namum enra watimi aye domestic aye double no waje aye Serie A enra and what the Coppa Italian enso atimi aka on not just in the first season 2 trophies and waje Edema Inter Milan club no Mabaka Cho say Inter Milan team no coach we woman man new aye contract amacha say and aye Uncle Finum omoja because no mo heard him say Diego Simeone ebe free Atletico Madrid and so ba name club in penny for international I will say Chivu the first season there no atinga domestic double there just when the amount of time on answer wetin aye and Jamaica oko France and RC Lens any PSG game and so to me call so na Lens supporters at the banners mienu Echo Stadium just omo Echo can be at the chair PSG womo aye president Nasser El Khelaïfi any Carter for na omo disika abewura PSG banner ne ba kunye 1 almost Nasser is killing League 1 almost Nasser El Khelaïfi say omo league no any first air banner the second air banner no so for me almost Carter is killing French air football and also another banner air RC Lens supporters somebody call Minions almost here in California disika say football no and so air o mine from France omo league no say ananet here na moto aboka senya PSG ana ama na nsemu league so as England foi because no mo ka semu league ni Farmers League PSG foi ana etia England foi a chacha musumanya no mo ka sabi musi all say league no na enya sika enkobetimi de aye Kwaraskilia no obetimi de aye South Boys no enso tuaba tumonti ase enom aye de akwa ye the one some enso de tuya ewo dwumaje no makacho say aye PSG for eno resource na ba no etwa se omom ena ye champions ewo aye France omaje league no 14 times and omaje aye league no enema nyina ekoye edema PSG omo team no mame fa we ento yesa mame Paris FC oni sa reporter me sa kan on Sunday e also nka PSG equal left title no ewo Paris FC omo stadium na o Paris FC a omo ni PSG for omo stadium no max so aye kwan ene twam ekwan tia bi ene twam Paris FC for no say hwe omo stadium o and omo de omo PSG man left trophy da bi ensi da omo so omo makwan Emma omo pitch so PSG Emma left a league title be ho omo de omo mra emma bom game omo wi a omo ntwa kwan nim omo stadium no ho talk the princess no ho omo kwa left omo trophy bypass omo Paris FC omo rivals no omo enti omo emma kwan enom temete oko PSG abako semu a open managers are in the history of the club omo je aye trophies ediama aye club na mama list no nyedi nkom say ora your friend sem aye Luis Enrique enso ata we open friends Blanc already before a no match no na a reference Laurent Blanc any manager no aje titles do Ediama PH 11 titles and I know run and so and I mean can say after 3 years open your friends Luis Enrique and so 11 titles Ediama Bobo from Paris Saint-Germain any not just some Luis Enrique 11 Laurent Blanc 11 you know Emery edge 7 and sana all free club demo and so etiako na mama Luis Enrique and kasa enwa musa say na Monday you players and so I am not I France omo league na was night and omo bae you duwe you aye Kvaratskhelia you Nuno Mendes aye players in Dembele no omo nyina bae na coach ya roba bia ya hu enwo so no some study na onye one person some events etesa na otako na onokwa no sanko de be ko sa event no betina fie no was study Arsenal team because on the 30th of May our a big game against Arsenal in 20 ho and kwanenam so okwa was there be want to me sa and ayo panya friends Luis Enrique and ya did want some ensuri tuja e wo dwumadwo some of Barcelona ayo points and no Barca elusu ni game no 1-0 na Barca on say no more dream so oboba reach 100 points no Mami fa we enter against because of a defeat by no say impossible so Barcelona ever reach 100 points no say Barca unim sem aka 2 matches simple Barcelona win the next 2 games on benya 97 points not just 100 points mark no Hansi Flick entimi enu no our chance sem ko betia drew 100 points no neighbor because of no results by no emanom enso entimi enko enom de tia san koma no yet emamu ewo dwumade no channel pay mami Hansi Flick and after Barca game no enu musa say na no wote Madrid president Florentino Perez any central for bedin koba wa accuse a Barcelona club of corruption and after also 7 league trophies Omar Robbie Madrid Edema Barca and Hansi Flick say sansen we be nyansam a deserve a response enti oni anu ye bia enso man central for e tia enom e Barca coach no and what the sansem na ditu dwa mame e Premier League table no say the afternoon Crystal Palace Man City show 3 e we tiat mame fan to get points gap no abaye 2 say all to play for Arsenal on Monday body at Burnley Turf Moor Nyankopon yard no on Tuesday club na from say Man City and so a game against Bournemouth obia winning the game not still points no 2 on my train the last game Crystal Palace Arsenal nothing club na from say Man City and Aston Villa and so etinyabo mame fa we enter say I am sheshe aba mame league table na you come table no 2 teams na de pe na say yes here unu say and am no kasa points gap no 2 no Man City because of 3 goals no ama ever go and say about goals now oma be sign Arsenal by 1 and Arsenal goal difference plus 42 Man City goal difference equal plus 43 and results and so to all to play for nyame atma the next 2 matches aka ediama 2 teams in why and edge Premier League title and na unim sem there Manchester City mame fa we enter the City club no meno ka say omo akọ 14 unbeaten Premier League matches omo last 14 Premier League matches omo lose game omo winning 10 and omo draw 4 eno Man City club no enko for the drew say ya na just any bre enso aba mame coach France Pep only say Pep Guardiola enso starting the coaching career only so penye no ensida say what finish outside the top 3 teams are coaching in Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Manchester City. So we finish outside top 3 and see that first place in Kwano we did 12 times. Second place we did it twice, and a third place we did also twice. Your reference Pepe send them Yami Atuma season with San Anima and Subesia Edema Pep Guardiola and I said who seems to some of Fiorentino Perez and one El Chigarinto for Uncommon and so et me a course and send the Okan and Anono and where the and Wasako Kan and Ra now opinion say young fan to us as a when you or say one a Barcelona or mini relationship will be a Fiorentino Perez as on a Barca or broken a relationship so say be any woman time no on any pa or better say on you be a sabi or sisi nipa and so have a relationship or penina sa accuse Barcelona for say 2 decades and years Barca 20 years in ye Barca 20 years Edema referees na ono or say 3 years ya no be hu you say o me 20 years Barca 8 years Edema referees or kan ayani grand sensem no and was the last 3 years ya and obe was sabra way and a Barca 40 Spain na omo airball and to ono nipa o chesa no on person no and so be diagram na sa question no and as a sa response ne ba emra wo mo kobusa no say akrana friends Lamine Yamal o no na ofilina na no so of course ofilina Lamine Yamal and no musa say to batonom e dey about Madrid and was there be because on the Barca for Omuntama say in 20 minko so on Barcelona koye business on to minko for Barca player and on ayo penina your friend said that Don Fiorentino Perez and Eddie San Comono mamin fa we ento ya so penina san so dia tuja sa watache sen ko for criticizing Mbappe no se obusamwa mo criticizing Mbappe no Mbappe Madrid kwato no adwuma ne say enom so o mesha goals and was say Mbappe goals no sa na won say and no so say also into problem let's say akwa no mo de ne ba say o mesha goals at the club no in fact na no golden boot to crown watch I likely say this season no be san so age into problem ne say how does mama Mbappe needing and nko for say sana woka nyache se sabi Mbappe subanfo a sabi order dinyan otarachi wona oye ne yodom and o say wono sensa oto Mbappe e ba Madrid last season one Mbappe nyina enso kogina simpie so anche so yi Mbappe di e chere Madrid supporters no ono on friend Mbappe so be wono enina kasa e training na wache Mbappe no atwam said your chair player bian ono since our to Mbappe and see that say bi what one ma na wa fa phone afra Mbappe so she am wa brafie be be say me no din kom o say da bi anya sa na tie enti mo sa perception no be ba cho sansem no kura bi anim ere according to ra your friend said that Don Fiorentino Perez and ra El Chigarinto and I just what did this sound come na ya don some ema mu enso adwumaje so na o kai say na no opinion be ka say we are ready for bi person face no the next elections mami fan 2 years anopaya Madrid for call elections nemom ansa na meba san 7 so no mami fan 2 years our trophyless season and our friend Fiorentino Perez yasem only 5 Madrid trophyless makuma 28 our club no abako semu 28 times and omako trophyless ebu 5 and aba under Fiorentino Perez netana enum tie minya report say obi a opesa contest for Real Madrid presidential elections no the Americans say on the 23rd of May so between Edia register enti enra Henrique Recalmia yebebo dino so be contest here from now until the 23rd of May so onu so between akọ register so be contest for sa elections no eno tie Manchester United enya unveil omo new jersey for next season nyame adma Sunday awon Nottingham Forest menya report say sa jersey no ena United for be use omo Adidas na mama jersey no because who say players no be enso amodel in the jersey Abrantia France Patrick Dogunom Matheus Kunyanom Ama Diallo num ti jersey in the United supporters no mo new jersey for the upcoming season on Sunday eno mo be use Matheus Kunya Ama Diallo Brian Mbemo and abo mo jersey ne kama yellow some ema mo ewo dwumade no suntu enter Ura Sports Center no akwajo de kama na chese Washington ne eno de teleni euro and asane dia yellow some ema mo ewo dwumade no so mami fa we enter yes players we menya report to some Madrid be end of the season be Madrid bet na jomo nyina kwan na we according to Marsa for and wo de sa aye list we enso dia ba no wo de obi asika wo genom na wo twedia enso dia sha no Menya report is Abrantia friends Danny Cover also a free agent. Madrid £200,000 a week. Abrantia your friend said David Alaba also a free agent £432,000 a week. And I say euros a week. Abrantia friends say Kamavinga Obaton €240,000 a week. Samson Adani Ceballos on Somoton €200,000 a week. Obi tisa Frank Garcia, mame aya Garcia, aya ni figano ni ye Frank Garcia ebeko Raul Asensio onu so betimi akọ Sanso and obi tisa aya Franco Mastentuano obeko loan afe aya Gonzalo Garcia obeko Andre Lunin onu so din e kan list no Lunin eji aya 86,000 Sanso and Abrantia ne friend say aya Gonzalo Garcia ne dia no aya 32,000 afe aya Mastentuano aya 140,000 Abrantia friends Raul Asensio 120,000 and a Frank Garcia 100,000. Omo nyina betimi akọ na se be free Madrid omo wage bi no enom said hu nsem sitie na Mame Zlatan Ibrahimovic yakon obi oya Bosnia basketball player your friend Niad Didovic na ore akwa no na ore Zlatan he obi nganjo so omo ye ntafo omo se papa Zlatan any Abrantia friends Didovic Omunye na bacho bigi mo hwe picture we Didovic enen central ko bisa ne say na wono o papa o free Sweden na eno so David ne se free Sweden ne se aye Bosnia ni eno Musa Zlatan say na onso no so ne papa enya Bosnia ne bom otutu kwan eko aye Bosnia what is o ko Bosnia na say say Zlatan beso ga say ne papa ko no say eja ko twa fa chire kakra go ho mienu a so re Didovic na ho Zlatan bibia pepe enu aye say hu sinfiti a yes mamu e wo jumadu no so be reference Andras Villas-Boas one ene president Edema FC Porto club no na enu no mko bisa ne say yenya report bi say FC Porto mo be some for Robert Lewandowski from Barca and was hey yasharamu no crowd ontimi imagine financially impossible say ombetimi atua for Robert Lewandowski akwari sika na oje ewo Barca no omu Porto entimi ntua sika no enfama Lewandowski enum Andras Villas-Boas president and Edi Sankomo no na Lewandowski kan ho ase me nya report say yes Hilal for the ombetimi atua yes Hilal for the say 90 million euros a year. Sir Abrantia friends Lewandowski betia se no ba o metimi atua e dia madu because mo kra no 2025-26 onu say idea se come the players ka no 323.7 million euros and o the players ka entiana Sir Lewandowski baba o metimi atua 90 million a season Omo de Beba Lewandowski. So Julian Alvarez any PSG sensem no. Menya report say PSG omo current a proposal omo de Atletico Madrid enie omo say can in and also can in Lee omo player omo de Beba Atletico. Samson Goncalo Ramos omo betimi de Atletico and 100 million euros and so betimi atua. Yes Atletico omo appreciate two players no. Nemo omo no enkomo promo cash. What I say, and I didn't want somewhere to Sabasomaton, Amomo per cash, and I any players in the name, Sa 2 players in some pay, and your Mujo Macasa, no man Casako 2 players, and dear Federico Valverde, any PH and a Man City in Sansano, and by Ebimuso, Ayanocre, Ebimusianocre, Mina report to say, yes, Man City, any PH Yano, Sanocre, so my contact, Aya Valverde, Nian Toragino, or my contact with them, 2 teams in Sadiano. Senya se bia bibi be say sibio ama Madrid for be ka so beton e be den Valverde say beton e be den but still we mugu so monitor situations and a slot as our every reason so be dey say ono and be Liverpool our manager next year season we dey obi eke bia no obi anko so anka de o ka namum de onim and say ono our reason bia o ye convinced so ono and be coach Liverpool nyame ya don next season and Anna slot and I didn't come on. My Liverpool players are no more because on my update weekend the Omubo game the near Aston Villa. Mami found to as a manager na confirm the Amaye. I've seen Mohamed Salah available for few minutes against Aston Villa. Alisson Becker also a back training. Florian Vet or just Oguso nom antibiotics because him and we have problem. And Ibrahima Konate also announced a back. ɛno ɛyɛ club ɛyɛ update manager no ɛnso de aba abranteɛ friend sɛ James Trafford ɛyɛ goalkeeper ɛde Man City na ɔno ɛna ɛyɛ Donnarumma ɛbɛtu no ɔbɛtɔ no this season. Shasi and Nkoyi and Omusakoto Donnarumma when you're 23 years. Diamante and it's a Spurs a team no James a Trafford Tottenham Hotspur ever go forward because Ombelusu I have Vicario likely so by joining Inter Milan and Tomako for James a Trafford and I Diamante name no final a decision and it's me about say just a season about a year. Casemiro also a selected 5 aside a best players are one of them and Suecia kind. Real Madrid, Manchester United. They are the best 5 aside. Casemiro Diano, Ose Obefa Abrantia, your friend is Marcelo, Obefa Sergio Ramos, Obefa Toni Kroos, Obefa Luka Modric, Noafa Cristiano Ronaldo, the 5 aside A team, and Wafano. Estevao Willian, Chelsea player no, Makato was a walk up no 55 players a buy no, not when to make kiss our list no, it was a walk up no, a branch and Subamesi, a FIFA walk up no, Mina reports owns Alco Brazil, acquire rehabilitation no, our the former club Palmeiras, the Americans were Orient and Ra, and Tinyami Adma, our London, or by joining a Chelsea team no, not what to I am recovery so, name walk up no dear, a more thing, because 55 players no, and yet there's a branch no, woman and sweat within a car. Ninyans were pra just what if ye and Demetia yet Mamu and so Jumajano. So Mammy Fawe and to us Anna Slot, I confess Harvey Elliott, or say a branch and Must all Queen and Yami Adma, a drew pre-seasoner. Mobasa will have Elliott, so no, and so Siakai, Edema Club na, you're from Liverpool. Mammy Fantigas, EA Sports Premier League Player of the Season, nominees no Enso Jaba. Na players are nominated to Omnicherie, Abrantia, your friend is Bruno Fernandes, Oma nominated no, Morgan Gibbs White, not your more nominated no, Abrantia friends Ellen Brot Haaland, Oma nominated no, Gabriel Magalhaes, Oma nominated no, David Raya, Oma nominated no, Declan Rice, any nomination, Antoine Semenyo, NFA. Thiago, Igor Thiago, one who's nominated for EA Sports and a player of the year. Backless manager of the season, no nominees no say this year. Opinion, your friend Kate Andrews, a coach and my Brentford, one nominated Mikel Arteta, Arsenal, nominated reference Michael Carrick, nominated Pep Guardiola. I am Anthony Ruela and Openya friend Celebris. I am Sunderland for coach no one who's nominated as Sound Corner. Yadina Emamu and so would Medina Sanope and I said ya hun Sitia Yat Emamu Ewo shown so some of the doors are teta. I confirm say Julian Timber. I shall see our grass neso o Piepia bo final no Julian Timber. Ebetmesi Academy and update and so to da Yazan some Emamu and so would Medina Sanope. Mamin Kelso be a Wusida what do Thailand a so obstacle enterprise and of course Okoto House no and if you say Chroma said the tiles papa pano woman that turn from a floor tiles wall tiles no what would be every a trifle Mikazo tiles no you were different colors different designs different shapes and sizes into a building project near Batasa a so obstacle enterprise omo tanoso opposite a palace no and a doom almost 3 branches adjacent a Jabba Jewelry afe a doom opposite post office and a doom so as a champagne in palace no more and a Abreport Junction County Hospital opposite 0244 458 542 0244 458 542 Jane Jemet Dental Clinic and Yako Obia when you a same problem sabi o sesu abu apai to grab them obi on ma brasha na moja eba onso yo bia o kasa na sabi obi a trinity halitosis yare fakwa Jane Jemet asoye obesa o silver any gold 80 obesa o yam anasa o braces ni bia extraction teeth whitening na obehu aye Jane Jemet Kumasi Abreport Junction Bantama High Street Total Filling Station Chakra nungwa ba bia NDC office no and a Techima Maxima at Canton Road 0598 731 0598 731 now when I Benjamin Enkasa Africa Logistics for Omo and as I say wow Tonyama from China Edeba Ghana Omo shipping and so Ediamo the tennis Omo small parcels Omo groupie small packages a wow Emma service car and a full containers in so me dedicated FCL shipping after door to door Omo pick up our China Omo deliver our Ghana demo and Omo fast clearance hassle free customs clearance ewa Temaport and so my omo warehouses menu wa China ewa Jiwu ene Guangzhou Ghana so no batema ene Kumasi omo obi omo line no asanso ya WhatsApp line 0536 735 393 0536 735 393 now no mo enso enkasa mediwafo herbal clinic Dr. Time that's one year makatro doctor na whatever ene sayare no kwana so ye no for time ento yare so say yare nko dia to anamo ekwa atuma gugu ewo kuma so doctor o na on show 0244 774282 0244 774282 na one doc enso ni nkomo clean and soap no makatro say ya fa bi wo ro nsawate. I don't say, your germs and the bacteria be our own sa on for 1 year. Whenever you're very deadly. Clean sound soap and 99.9% ebeku omwe diamo. Utobia ya to be on for a to be on family and if you want kasa ho a GC brand papa a clean sound soap no and I make come for enso diamo. Hills and Valley Sales School so be application. Plato omo pe teachers for preschool and primary teachers. Almost say school cleaners. Say teachers no obe pe jumana also kuta BEd in basic education and early childhood education or any relevant experience akwademawa and a cleaners no formal qualification also you be hard working or you're reliable now you're committed but you submit to application letter any CV ebra school aya premises aya patase baby a movie house no Hills and Valley Sales School not just you know and so into any company and for juma na bibia ene kama and for my memory fie na me abja for any command say studios na yemon komo kakra bigi
Consulos.
Mami show amana ni hina offer.
And some of the doors on Mami Shasi from free Manchester City game no more born and rano. One gamer now results near very important for Manchester City. If you want to keep up the chase on the Arsenal team, there's a way now the results be I say now the far results. And Manchester City going into the game against a team like Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace recently, I don't know, say your attention now the Europe there. It looks like the domestic games they are playing Crystal Palace more than money yet. And even before the Manchester City game. Now in the last 5 matches at Crystal Palace about English Premier League, adding the moment of winning game. That is how bad Crystal Palace has been in recent times. But Omuko Europa, the concentration on the Conference League, they perform very well. And also Coach Oliver Glasner, he's one who has won the Europa League. It's the Conference League Ababa Betona. He wants to prove a point. He wants to prove to everybody. Samaji Europa League can put out with Frankfurt. It's the Conference League, the Liga and Premier League as a manager, so he has to make sure he's going to win that particular one. Wamana a cleanse so since the Nikwa we are, and now the Crystal Palace team never to also be yeah. And will be some more comedians, some more catcher. So you leave the stage when the applause is high. Yeah. And the time will be free stage, will be free Crystal Palace bobo or person make it sure. So baby be the team or buy a Crystal Palace there, they say you come over qualify, and they say Major trophy or Major trophy. So he wants to win this one. No be just a legacy na to was cemented. Now if you are baby have an ordinary chair. And I am sure say no count now contributed to their loss of concentration. Premier League in Europe. On the part of Manchester City there, if you still want to win the league, you have no option than to win the rest of your games. A do stage say there be a mechanical penalties. Me bomb the enema she me the nyina. So we be say be there me enyama asem. And focus on winning all your games. Within you are good to go. Now, player back watching my attention and now was Phil Foden, Andy. Yeah. Seriously speaking, I was happy for the young man. And finally, after so many games this season, me Phil Foden now me the last 2 years now. Okay. For someone to become the PFA Young Player of the Year, 2021, PFA Young Player of the Year, 2022, Osa. And Bobo Premier League you or no as the best player 2 consecutive seasons. Oji and our chess and now he has matured into the game. Obetimi abono the Manchester City into 2023-2024 season. No, he had the best player of English Premier League the best player of the EPL season. That season, 7 kind year, he scored about 19 goals, assisted 8 times from a midfielder. An attacking midfielder, and as a forward line player, but on your striker, on your number 9. But this is how good the player was. Fast forward 2025-2026 seasons. One of the reasons in Manchester City Bobo Kono, the poor performance of Phil Foden and the account. Or talent, Obama goes Libi, and after Obama goes Rimudo Dona. But aside Haaland, players down there were any one of them, no one to be challenged for goals in the ma. Savino performance in yet. Oma one good gamer. No atia kwa dabe 10 matches, 5 matches. Now who's Savino beam. So I'll be back up in the game. I'll be standing to the test normal results. It was one of the reasons in Pep Guardiola journey home. No one's a debut. I didn't know how to Haaland so. It's on days a Haaland then to me and you're going to watch me. Mamin Kongo fan to answer my fan. He is a winger on your number 9. But all the numbers will EP on him. Oh, she goes to be the Boani team. It is a mina winger or she goes. Mina winger one numbers. Never the name Kalen Brutalan. On days a Haaland then to me and channel. I have somebody who is going to give me goals. And until the Nameka the few folding loss of form. Because in the past, or a player no yes had the end of Manchester City Bobo Kono. For Doku the since time immemorial, Andy, and this season a Doku shot yes and Iba goes on. He loves to dribble, he loves to create or personal system in here. It's Manchester City anymore. Player back one of the goals the car and the end where feel folding. But on not so soon you read this season, mono. None the performance, even when he is playing, goals and any assist and any or losing that kind of spark and a form. It is for such a player. Never do this time around. Now, but who will game no be mouth that performance in the past. Now, who's all the bar on board at my Manchester City Bobo Koro. It brought some sort of smiles on my face. Many Manchester City supporter. But team be one of the good players, the best players available. No mukita the right form and a sparker. And the other football in we there.
Yeah.
And maybe Ababe Bruno. The Premier League is still keenly contested between us and Manchester City.
Yeah.
It's the time when we'll be here and the big players, the big boys will show up. Until Ryan check your bench. Now Phil Foden assisted the first 2 Manchester City goals. Phil Foden a film. Ryan check Yaba. Check Yaba and on to Batuaso from the young check it all this season. Or by assisting the 3rd goal in Manchester City. And imagine these 2 players. Foden pick this kind of form and also about this kind of football from the start of the season. And now Ryan check let's just imagine how it is going to be our Manchester City team now. Yes. But finally, Abante find this spark no. And one game though, but so once this has gone well, as I say, and Savino so after so many months. And soon you go to Manchester City. Again, Antoine Semenyo, after 2 solid months, had a Premier League goal for Manchester City. I think Pep Guardiola is finishing well in Premier League just as he didn't Pep tie. But the onus lies on Mikel Arteta now. Ube Jemu, Amanako. At this crucial moment, and I don't think Arsenal is going to do that at any moment or any point in time. Kudos to Pep Guardiola for winning and putting pressure on the Arsenal team. Now we have story between Luis Enrique and Laurent Blanc.
Yeah.
Say Enrique Atai.
Yeah.
11-11 when it comes to trophies with Laurent Blanc. Andy, a bit to me I pay, but trophy maybe so chambi. Yeah. Luis Enrique Jumana why of French League animal. Men disrespect the coach bia. Men him say Carlo Ancelotti munina ko coach of French League animal. Big managers, top managers. Ako French League animal ko coach. But me who French League animal share French League animal. There is no coach. Our French League anymore or performing better than Luis Enrique. Nobody. It is not just about winning the trophies in Po. For a team to pick up, for a coach to pick up a team, put the team together. Number the kind of footballer coach in the Manti and Eboro. It reminds me of the Barcelona team under Pep Guardiola. At that time, no matter how strong you are, no matter how big you are, no matter how good you are as a team or a manager, Ukoshiasa Barcelona team and Pep Guardiola now and it's just because of how good they played. Our park and so you can see coordination from the goalkeeping department to the midfield to the attack. Every department of the team understands each other and they work perfectly. Our park and so it's usually Luis Enrique team now. It's not just about players. So aside the players' quality, the system is working. Barcelona were company this season. Our Champions League. There were a lot of the big boys in the Paris Saint-Germain team not available.
Yeah, normally Mayulu.
Or the Jantumo, Seni Mayulumo. These young boys, because they understand the system and the system is working, they operated with that particular system and got the results. Shabamu Niki game no Mokobo Alliance Arena this season. Look at the stage and answer time and Eldru. How he Osman Dembele Mufrim. Look at the players he brought in. Yet, because the system is working and the players has understood the system, they play to perfection. Any other kind of results are not coach they play. Aside that, before Luis Enrique's arrival, our France. Now it is only one team in the Champions League of France. Am I Renfi? It was only Olympique Marseille. Abedi Pele Mutimno. And another Champions League of France. Aside them, nobody in the French League, no team, and another team in the Champions League, our French League animal. Yeah. At the time I say my Paris Saint-Germain breaks. I'm postponing more matches because I'm about Champions League, a crucial stage. All the other teams in the French League are no more for us. But the only team are no more for us of France, now Olympique de Marseille. Because when you try to record now, I have to hold them. Paris Saint-Germain team looking at the kind of football they are playing, or move team are breaking. And truly, Paris Saint-Germain breaks our record now. Osha now mobile trophies now moje. Marseille Champions League no. Omo team nje treble dawo. Paris Saint-Germain last season they won the treble. Yeah. As we speak, they are the only team in the French League. Our team are the continental treble. Our French League animal. Say coach be kwa for team. Na team le say you ska. Player bia wo pe wo wiase bia e betimi ato ma wo. But coach le say any player bia na me pe. Even some of your big boys. Our more team nim pono. And never be a me person mo ye no mo ntimi nye. Enti e wo say bi no mo ko. Na me timi nya control wo team ne so. Kylian Mbappe was a typical example. Yeah. Press was on one team press and Jumani go. Coach let us say in football, your system bebre. You want the partial press, you want the coordinated press, and those who bebre. Maybe per the coordinated press, it is the whole team has to do it. It is a one can one. Maybe press and never say. It will be more football now, maybe press and me bono. So you have to press. Mbappe so on one team. Eventually he decided to be free team. He left the team. When he left, coach and say, players no person mo ye adwuma. Ah mo so mo ntimi nya no. Obi ti say Kylian Mbappe our free team no. Now a man akwanya ama ne be control everybody in the Paris Saint-Germain team. These were the words of the coach. Ose Mbappe na all corner. It is giving him the opportunity to control every single player in the Paris Saint-Germain team. And control you be with team no. Look at the kind of results I have. And which players now what to turn. Which any players now clearly he's in total control. Yes. Now say Akivicha Karaskalia bekan. Yeah. Before that not them billions work. Or see anya Paris Saint-Germain bobo kunwa. Now only are afraid defensive duties. Yeah. But today or added that to the game because a yadia coach in the past that's how we had the man. Obiang how lazy Dembele was. Now after Bayern game the first leg of Paris was he coaching? Omubuzano he was running everywhere. Buzano say with this coach one running and you come out the next game you are benched. Of course. And when you are benched, you are not going to feel so superior. That is why I was talking about the system. Yeah. The system is working and the players understand the system. It's whoever steps in functions well in your absence because he works with the system. It's a so superior. Somebody minimbo, media oya meme home and I say Debbie. And a lot of the players under him. The system needs to be making the players better. Marquinhos, with no disrespect, they are not extraordinary players. Marquinhos is a good player, but he has never been extraordinary. That top centre back, Debbie, maybe more Marquinhos and fan count, but he's operating well in the system. And if I know Mendes free buy, the person in a name, Vitinha, João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, collectively, they are going to give you what you need on a field of play. It's a Jumana Luis Enrique or Paris Saint-Germain. How I will put it team together. Anyhow, I will move. Bradley Bakulamo. Desire Duemo. Even Osman Dembele is playing the best football. And as he has played the best ever football, Mamen Kanesa. Because under him, no what me Ballon d'Or. This season, Osman Dembele about matches saying. He has played about 22 matches or so in the French League 1. Was starting only 9. He's won the French League 1 player of the season.
The system is working.
The system is working. And players no more coin. So I'm working with the system. No, they are performing. Until I'm blank there. Why trophies or beje a bet tie and no cremini problem. But the kind of a Juma Luis Enrique aye. Trophies are waje, records are wasete. Our Paris Saint-Germain team no. There is no manager I have seen in the French League 1. Our performing better. And the change coach I find Luis Enrique. And watch how dominant he has been or what he wants to do for himself. And baby Obekobia at Barcelona he won a performance. But at a point, now he move few say or conform. So he needed that Paris Saint-Germain platform. And no one or the Koye Juma or Chelsea, I saw co interview Chelsea for Amfano.
The Chelsea for no, maybe I did Luis Enrique Coma. Chelsea for them today, pa 1 years I interview na. Get a account man on some Luis Enrique interviewer. Almost 1 year the Mujano. I confirm Graham Potter.
And yes, 1 year about the Omona penning and not the mom, but okay. Maybe Andy will bet me my 100%. Because I said 100% or better than yet will be over 13 control. Okay.
Because if you lose Enrique Mono, they would want to be involved in the transfers. Chelsea policy now, coaches be brain only involved in the transfers. There will potential as a young person Tony the bro. Until we are chef in a kitchen hall. You ever could be near the abroad now, the young Quina. But Luis Enrique Mono de Biomon Penesa. And at Paris Saint-Germain, he's getting that total control. Nancy as a reporter, but Jose Mourinho, Pedro Madrid, Madrid, Penny near Dina. Jose Mourinho, I shall say, can name our Paul Madrid. And total control a part of these things. Zabi Alonso Onya, just because he wants to win your coach, Abia Umuamiata. And the Abia may interview Jose Mourinho, but just because he needs total control, every team, may decide that they be men fan, my farm manager will be team or Bahame. And I'm sure it's going to happen with Chelsea. But a Jumana Wire Paris and Jamaica Boku. I am happy. And I'm sure Chelsea in penny for at this moment no more looking at the kind of job he's done. And it is not as if they spend it extravagantly. Say be out to top players, be a Kasibi Bruce be there be. The money is there. He feels in when he needs it. Pachu Marquinhos Minya center back the backup. Because baby Muni or 5 years abani the naba. Minya be on my left flank. Yakwakwa Kofa Kareskeli at the naba. So he's feeling in when he needs it. It is not just about buying any other player keke. And I believe Jumana Wayu so far, and just as I said earlier, the quality he's shown. For me, French League Anna Mahana Andy, there is no coach our performer better can coach Fenite Luis Enrique. Inter Milan, any Christian Kivu story, no. And Pennyforce one good 10 deserves the other. Honestly speaking, Christian Kivu has done extremely well.
We don't go for doubt in the power.
Me na me doubt no.
Inter Milan last season how Champions League ne crash final ne crash season. Now Ubias was on a top manager now, not Christian Chivu.
Yes. Honestly speaking, I'm one of those people and I'm a doubter. It is simple. Where is he coming from? Who is he? There are certain things when you do or you say, people start to ask questions. Inter Milan and Rise could do that kind of leveler. Or Champions League final on a Paris Saint-Germain. They still have their team intact. Omu coach Simeone, SEO free on Wako. So only free on Wako. People were expecting saying Inter Milan level now Wako do no. We play coach our new Champions League no. What's the Champions League na say? Na project baby am build their Bruno coach na baba to a project na so they free on them. But Inter Milan decided to Wako for be the number one or the neighbor Christian Kivu. Someone who doesn't have experience in the Champions League as a coach. We didn't look at the Betimia League, but we were thinking, say, Inter Milan at that stage and also at that time, I have brutal in Serie A, so the focus and attention should be on the Champions League. Men disrespect Italian Serie A, but Andy Ubobo only drew a certain stage. Domestic trophies then your target to be teams to say Bayern Munich mo. obeto players no be bibia but we Bayern Munich player bia o to bia na because say obeto the Champions League not because of the domestic league because league na ye bono waje mako 35 the oda na chi oban ne krampo ye Nuremberg so waje 9 into league no only competition o league ne mo into build the team no to go and fight in Europe and say Inter Milan na team ya build the team domestically will conquer. The next target should be about the Champions League. If you move to do Christian Kivu ni ehe so ba team no. Yeah. Christian Kivu aba. Kivu ba ye no. E wa na ntokwa asase o team nim. At the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Lautaro Martinez. One Chahanoglu. Issues. We see me pra, we see umpra ye. We pra no di team na chaba US. And me more we say we say any able to do a good Club World Cup no me free team ni mu me coming to us biom na Lautaro Martinez abano abekasa say I Inter Milan na call a big club player bi won bi ase so giving it all confusion new manager ba e hona nkomo na hyase ya kase critique ki won timi nye oba ye na players na egos ahyase na e dan na di no onye top manager on timi manage top players any ade player bianco hwiansi the manager makes sure so be solve issues no. And if it is just about people I will be a problem only no problem there any one free team no nko because nka manager bia obeka se yempam no free team nim and Lautaro Martinez the Chahanoglu no why na ne ho hia se we na ne ho hia de ne ho nche da hia no yenya ne kwan na onko nyempe ni perform na mehim na Inter Milan team ne money ball. That was going to be the easy solution. But manager didn't take any of these decisions or decided to solve a problem on him and it takes managers more balls, more courage, no money and they take decisions like this. Last season at the start of the Champions League, only General Luis Enrique knew Osman Dembele or problem. Yeah. It's a game no more against Arsenal, who after 2-0 for Nam but after that, coach na mayampa player no almost settle differences, and today the coach has made the player a better player and the player has also made the coach a better coach because on also abo manage trophies. The Christian Kivu solve issues no and am nanti na tanae and omu nyina omu ye adwuma bom. Fast forward the year season no he's won the Italian Serie A even with matches to go. Okobokopa Italia finals. Wasanso akwaje no de aka ho. Wa win double in the first season. Champions League na nkoye. But just as I said earlier, Champions League nye coach in level. So he's now coming to learn on the job when it comes to the Champions League. And per Juma na waye any baby odi Inter Milan na baba do looking at the poor stats to everything Inter Milan mo boko no. Seriously speaking, Inter for no option bia than some manager na beto aso. Because we named your free manager in the first season. Football no dey be a kaso be a first season be a adaptation period. And manager ba na the first season. Empo with major trophy say. What are you going to expect or what is he going to do? Should he settle well in the subsequent seasons? See, for me, I feel say Inter Milan there, Jumana Christian Kivu, I doubted him as a person, but he has proven me wrong. And I love managers who does that. Inter Milan na warrior and Twaso, and I believe Sabebo Inter Bobo Nandi.
Miras Leonard Kusi Ajimai culture and what's in Kano. We guys have big in dropping lines Kakrawa say that. Oh, I saw it the comment section was it remember big in dropping lines guys. You are big because or Tronum bo I said Aqua Corso to one on the I don't know Fabrizio Romano. And also, fancy, it was a done Fabrizio Romano. Fancy was in oh, there was also a couple so big abon technical knockout.
Big Ben, for a couple. Big Ben lies. We in a car. Oh, simple. I say, and then you then your match. What's it? Mamma cry. What's it? Rap. It's me a rapper. Oh, yeah. The bottom of my fancy rapper.
Oh, That's a fountain crowd. If you still be a member of the shame.
Oh, the man. Wonderful crew to the name.
Maxwell, Pedro testing me patience.
I say a guy.
Pedro testing me patience. Mrs. Samuel Dropper.
More fire.
Neko Tadi. Everyone of the boys in the team. Hey, the Mafra Bay. 81J.
I say, oh, yeah. Master.
I feel champion.
A better collaboration, yeah.
Oh, more.
Yeah.
Now, that's all rigging out to their collaboration.
Me.
More home, child, and my boss, and you know.
Maybe you. Say, you might be behind me. And the BB, supposed to be a me. Maybe now, rap bar line or how ube jai show now. Sorry,
thank you.
But I'm into like,
yeah, great. Annie, now more about coaches. No, I would say coaching is very important. Our game no. To make football, obey coaching at the frame because a coaches no, and a dear bedroom level I agree. It is over here, every team, whether good or bad, or coach. And in the moment a team be there, the first point of contact a coach. Say, Yabobona results on the field, ne Emma. Who blame the coach or who speak to the coach to make things happen. Yes, at the first point of contact, a coach. And so they be about other things. The question is why. The why is that coach now is or no or the scripts in the eba. What's I say? On the better the plan be a model strategy. No, the strategy here a short-term measure. Yeah, they per certain results. But what I say, short-term measure be a ube put it together. Or they a certain results. That is the strategy. And media coaches in the deba because a game near born one after the other. So this game here, it will be the following week. Into what the strategy for games are a short-term for that very game. Into strategy now the aban. Players in the actors. It is just like movie. If you director and the script about and the actors in the be acting. It's one set scripts and I saw the aban. A yeah, they are acting better because the script about more acting it does not make sense or it doesn't make meaning and I said there is no wisdom or whatever in it. But scripts you are on point. It is a winger actors who are also good at moving the big blow. It's in the movie industry and all that, you know. To me, your friend is saying, to me, actors, it's like musician. When you write music and the music is good, you go to studio to want to record. Or engineer, sometimes you catch how far it works out. There are in your now the core studio. When you are going to the studio, Andy, you know say when you were the passing way. But at the studio, when the engineer adds a lot, we won't say we mum na eden. I bet the essing way. All these things happen. And what I'm trying to say is that obi to me arranging a year, man. One or what throw they will be arranging a year. Send me out to a bekoi. But also what I say. And coaching is very, very, very important because even at school, people are trained. Here, the teachers are the coaches, they are the trainers. And so another name for coaching is training. So all the sports in the world, say a year individual sport. And I say a year team sport, we have coaches. And even in individual sports, coaches be bring so agidini. If you say Floyd Mayweather Senior in boxing, he's one of the and Ninia Roger, may he so rest in peace. They are one of the best coaches in there. And a host of others say by. And see, football there, coaching it take 70%. Now the rest of the 30%, we call it improvisation. Improvisation is a wa player. Who creative bibia e wo mu enye coach na chiro because eduma ye obia wade bia and e wo mu nobody taught you. After what BKB has taught you, the direction he has given you, there is something in you he never taught. And sad in a drew baby and no only shiba obia will be sa. It's improvisation here 30%. So what it means is that a very good coach with very good players ubenya A. I say good teacher with good students mobere school mobere mubecha. A very good teacher with average students obeying their results. You have an average results or okay results. And a very good teacher with bad students obeying their
bad results.
Bam. And it's not top players be want to be with a top coach. That's how it goes. And it's a OSHA coaches have shaped it. One, the greatest coach at FIFA a year all time, and the Henry Michel. from the Netherlands. On the date, their friend Total Football by. At that time, the Netherlands and they bought that Total Football. That the proponent of that Total Football, na Johan Cruyff. Okay. Total Football is a interpositional play. In Sandy, I remember 5 na me move able to my name. So me born 9 na me quad yo 8 my name. That's how they play, and it was incredible. The Akans Holland and to me and Walker, they got to the final. Almost so be abasa, including Brazil Munina. But when they got to the final, they were beaten by Germany. And now Johan Cruyff and to me and the World Cup anyway so kakra, and even Cruyff was the player of that tournament. So if Cruyff had won the World Cup and Kamika just say player of the century rankings, he would have come up.
Okay.
He was such a star. And the tone chair. Reynolds Michel be coachy Barcelona. And no Johan Cruyff buy from Ajax. Only Ajax Cruyff ni omoje Champions League no so twaso on 3 occasions. And Cruyff oja no aje Ballon d'Or 3. He was a star in the game during that time. Nobody comes near. Andy Cruyff so bad as a player. When said that yenya success of course in a Clasico Mutumisha Madrid 5 near day, but all her success na far and few Madrid dominated. But Cruyff as a coach and the Enna a cemented Barcelona BBR. It was Cruyff who won Barcelona first Champions League trophy in 1992. And in 1994, Masako finals Obekaya. And na AC Milan for sure 4-0. Na Romario mo were there. And we had Hristo Stoichkov mo were there. He had players. Top players. And we had Ronald Koeman, who was his captain. Only say Koeman, basically the only defender was a goal spot in the history of football. Yes, not free kicks, no penalty, the Messi, no 2 records in La Liga. He had players. And this one other player, Michael Laudrup. So okay.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, Laudrup was also key player. Omona J League network so for so long now. Coach Bakun to me J League and to so for until say Juventus coach Bakono a record no. Until who say no Ojai Barcelona Sako Madrid. Echo ball one season Laudrup. Michael Laudrup, so we to Brian ball Chelsea or no a very young Nojai. It's Michael Sako Madrid, Sako J League. 85 consecutive season no Michael Laudrup won the La Liga. Now during his time as a coach, the captain Bako was Koeman. And Koeman soon as say Goldman 92 or Moje, yeah, Friday say Champions League for the first time for Barcelona. And then later one of his captains, Johan Cruyff. So when Barcelona needed a coach after Sir Rijkaard they call him. Only said no more Jose Mourinho. Okay. Because Jose Mourinho himself started working under Sir Bob Robson at Barcelona as an interpreter. So that is where he started the coaching stuff. Near Enrique. Any friends Pep Guardiola no more players at that time. And Bia was there for Mourinho to take over. And Mourinho too knew that he was coming home. And Johan Cruyff, on a decree, because he was the honorary president of Barcelona, decree said there be for Pep Guardiola. And dear ma, Mourinho guy, yes, Adian. And so was a time of call Inter and I just said you also better Barcelona answer. At the time of Musia now, or you are from Champions League, just no, yeah. Why do you think he would do that? Just no. He was doing that to say that he has paid them with their own coin. And so Guardiola so be take over, and also the tiki taka buy because Cruyff the Cruyffism. It's all about intelligence, creativity, any attacking football. And Cruyff so the tiki taka buy tiki taka. Pep, it was always there, but I said it was branded a short pass, possessive passing. Oh, you pass ball no. Na sadeno, sandi unju dia untuminge. And I no more catch and flake say, boy, it's near mistake, but maybe I give them confidence to play. That is what football is all about, confidence. And the only say Magway, sa ball no the coach no machine. Okay.
Everton Man City no.
Bibi ba me too. Who say Ghana hanga ball team no be bobi. Nka season no be bobi.
Come tranche.
You are tranche. Naga club president naga say wo ko fan make say mempe, but the coaches give the players confidence, so it is something we should learn. Because when a player knows that our confidence when he coach automatically he plays. Because a boss and where he knows that our support, so he himself will fight to make it up. Until Cruyff so ebe ball, your friend say Pep and so ebe ball the tiki taka na eno the koi. Now say woha, it was say Busquets and so be a coach. Na oye good coach because obia proponent because almost a tiki taka na proponent. I say the sin so no ebi onu jinema na ye aduma na e Busquets. and it's not my ya to recall ya or use Busquets it way. Instead say Busquets to be tending to become a coach because I didn't hereditary from Henry Michel to Johan Cruyff to your friend Ronald Koeman, then to Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola's proponent Busquets. Also me boy. Pep Guardiola no a defensive midfielder. When he teams or going in a position ben who's a side strikers nation. Position ben who's a extraordinary a defensive midfield. And it's a way a coach not only ball bar. Position now born me man so me judge so Bob Park no so see who be all. Moreno played as a goalkeeper me boy. It is the reason it's very very difficult so be say until recent times. It's a coach they are time no Bob born they are not oyeno. Or ba park no so or the ba because ye man confrontia say Busquets played well meboa Oba City na hwan o obeto Fernandinho if I'm right and he was a pillar in the team meboa after Fernandinho hwan e buy
Rodri
pillar even Rodri until now so we mo nima we all see the win results e okọ buy na hwan of the defensive midfield
buy no at a point class do no ma Joshua Kimmich
be boy ena Thiago
Alcantara be boy even Leon Goretzka kra no nya bad
into that area and he gets it right into say Busquets will be a coach. Why am I saying that? Last na make say Miss Andy see here in the next decade no and here all the top teams in Europe no be 80 to 90%, 70, 80, 90% mumbo dating to this prophecy will be managed by Spanish managers. Only me arguing. Yen here dey currently, as we are speaking, Luis Enrique, Mikel Arteta, Cesc Fabregas, Pep Guardiola, Xabi Alonso, Xabi Ankasa, Mbajawati Asia, Omunyina Ewoho. But it will be also taken over by former Barcelona players. So what the other nations never come yen ha Laurent Blanc and mo kana asem say or no waje trophy no a former Barcelona defender of course but Manchester and San Woko. O de toncha Luis Enrique from Real Madrid. Enrique obo Madrid and San Oba Barca. Ba is Madrid no omfa abotoyem ne free ho. Into Oba Barca na Barca from common feeling is also from Madrid neighbor. But 5 years he won the heart and became captain. And unti na ono so bibia ne obefa Spain national team na or make sure Madrid players no ngede on Febino. So they do that to retaliate. But also what they are making on us. Uria Ronald Koeman, or a former Barcelona captain, Cesc Fabregas from the youths and or call Arsenal and or Sangaba back. Pep Guardiola, the least said the better. Yanko, your friend, the Xabi Alonso. What is Alonso born Madrid in Liverpool? But he played briefly in the academy. And so no because me fam made Madrid the most because that is the team he played in Liverpool. But because he played the academy, no, me to me so 100% ya man so no so free. But ne papa bo Barcelona. Growing up in Barcelona, krum one or tie or ne your friends Arteta and son of Munina a movie. Now all the toncha okay Ernesto Valverde.
Yeah.
Only saw a former Barcelona player, also not a striker. Ne ye ne said Javier Mascherano so kind from Liverpool to Barca. And you know the Messi Mokwaje caps no. But you saw my pam. I don't know it's on pam.
Tenafi.
Nem found. It's his the keeper. No also mo keepers no so mo nyadi o. Messi keeper and me who Bobby Charlie. And see all these coaches Laurent Blanc, Luis Enrique, Ronald Koeman, Mikel Arteta, Cesc Fabregas, Pep Guardiola, Xabi, Rafael Marquez. He's also a coach. Nana Odiaba, Xabi Alonso, Kakra, Medekakra, Ernesto Valverde Mascherano. Even Iniesta or Yene Badges. Who we know about Yaya Toure. Who's a Toure is your coach? Hey, Biabeka Sonia MI, but he's also a coach. And see, I say Barcelona system, no, and they produce a lot of coaches. And for that matter, it was Spain produce a lot of coaches. And country be as a winning born and they see who coaches were. And it's not Ghana, Ghanaian, watch the best coach on the African continent. Meaning so me yardine. The late Cesc Jones I took a few. Even after no cry, our coaches like the late Sam Dodu, what's the late Afrani, you mentioned that the late Ben Kofi Moni Adina, these were top coaches. Agrifem money ade. Also your clubs in Africa imagine now we want our local coaches. And so one thing I make and say country unim born eba. Ese who coach Argentina were coaches. Brazil coaches on by Europe and also but few ones are banner etumi ayade. Luis Felipe Scolari moving out to be coaching Chelsea after winning the World Cup. And isn't that surprising enough? Say all the countries that have won the World Cup from its inception, Andy, coaches in now natives. And you know, coaches are the World Cup ama country beyond or moving Africa. And since we a football nation and the winning born a bar, one thing we need to see say unya coaches and so and the count. It's a coaches in one as something is missing.
Merasi Maxwell Yebefi ni abetwasa. Mamenchia Stonches, the boy doing thing, the CEO for Seal Restaurant. Bro, me show say we aboko Safe Drive na coupon enka humpa. Na
Matia Sembio.
Ada mpacho.
Meet me aka de o ma kwan. Enya se me we. Minim say bia na the story ba. House of yes, World Cup here ko say amaso a homom be wu pai are house of about a half e be free. Na me say on be free me say ade o mo say e ka no mo de hit akwa friends rainy heading no papa akokora no mo go fa
de Benjamin Sari sika
Benjamin Sari ko World Cup na sika de ba no be ko akotua ne ka
this guy $11,000 a day per day.
Inti say Ghana ebia e be 3 matches ne aba ye be di be 10 days and ye benya say $110,000 meboa it has a World Cup na goalkeeper no sika obenya no mo de betua coach ne kandi we enye palatable news enye palatable crack
oh sika's what you simply
enti we a supporter mpa na say oboma Benjamin Sari no nya ho because Ben bibina stebe nyame fa epra ko ba pe na say as team ne begu because FIFA beji team because coach ni sika yentimi ntua and FIFA beji team ebi omuji team na on be ko Zimbabwe na ko Accra Hearts of Zimbabwe it ye ko Zimbabwe ko support yana and the another one has to focus on say assembly
and all those stories by
oh so
your stories you
yes as PS was yes as there we are say beginning of the season yeah stories yɛntwɛ mani nduro yɛde ba neba no bio debi ne so mu de mu nya abotre onim se yɛ ka sɛ house of folk yɛ so mu kom sɛ coach na oba foforo edidi dramani no ye be wie season na coach na okon mo be ya ade ase na ndi wo ka asem we okay sisi a house will how many points
and I'll have to check
yes house will 51
points okay
51 points I cut 2 matches that will give you 6 points. And then the 51 points plus 6 in the Bema is saying 57.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Kodini Dramani so Obeya dia Obenya 57. 57 is guaranteed. Because Tameka 4 matches na 12 points no. Meka so Obe pick 10 out of their friends say 12 no. Okay.
Yeah.
But see the echo so we need to cry Obe pick only 8 out of the 12. 2 na can cry guaranteed by the amano. See the man there so obe season no with 57 points. Coach Watara no kone ya pamne so onya de me ame fire no wa ha no. And ye onya 58 oh.
Should this Ramani enya the next 6 points in the grass still on match here.
Onya the next 6 points 2 matches so winning now he will end with 57.
Watara really didn't
Watara led with 58 points. So in the area of goals, 1 point.
Yeah.
Watara scored 30. And this man is saying the 20, I think 21.
Yeah. He just was said 9 goals in the 2 matches and Zana.
Omunyina also cast Omuni strikers. Inchandi has, with all due respect, Omako Manim and Omako Machi, Mr. Obi has in the Away near Becca.
No, per the figures out there and the stats there clearly a step back because this is the point that we near 58 and we near 57 now. What drop it?
And I season last season, how Hearts of Oak was the most informed team in the league. On the last 5 matches, and they won 4 and drew 1. This time, the same cannot be said. And again, Watara home na no about draw near Castle or Yardian. We crab a bob more draw be so we crab about draw cross say a coach a betado the Ocon beats in a
so far has about 15 drawn games. 15
drawn games. A betado was saying I think about 9 or say 10. Or let's say 12. And then so when Jin this a house and a BBC anase unjimini
me yasa bibi na me nwa de kro bibi ana e show no
problem bi o ha so omo solve ba problem be omo nim because yeah the next season here ko yes asem foforo a majority muntie di yo yes started pre-season na mpacho blame na the same thing mini strikers meboa yes ana coach nyina aka and so coach one by at least so o mawuli wayo and na wo boy na friend Duku Abroduku and Hamza Isa so it's a Ghana boy but so the striker is good to go and asama make am boy onim Salim Adams Mediama
yeah
and your boy we know what has no money course Cincinnati almost or motor on your buy more pam okay on says season after season baby has nyane right by a goalkeeping department and the keepers eba has by GD pa okay rich data any the other powder coin and even as you call Ethiopia rich money also mo GD pa it's a maybe and now mo keep a yes or mo nyade no mo sanko fa goalkeepers by me no ka say has team nobody and one mo na wodi pa say goalkeepers and defenders no
Kevin Osesi Ali Mohammed
okay Ruben nine more time it was the only by men's across so be GD or has pa
Benjamin Mensah the goalkeeper
yes and sana that time na Ruben nine money adon so ye den ebeji no only one other Ghanaian defender me from na ebo echiro no mo bo pa I forgot yes Ruben nine and no mo bo pa almost na wodi ni
different Caleb say so beji Caleb
Mankwa so beji dini o ka mo ne kotoko hye mo go bi ono so beji dini pa and say the same thing the season na ye ba hye no sa na besie home no I saw mo wini a won be hye home hu de hye home sa na beko yes start pre-season na they will start scoring goals goals bubbles of phobia few way there yenya starting league na acha about 10 matches and now coach now was started mini strikers yeah the foreign strikers so ba omo nyina ntumembo okay yasan ochan I don't know sir ofri ya no ko ball no adibo ma na omo ball Champions League ena Kasala Wanet okay Kasala nkwani player makana se mo wiase amense sifem because Kasala mbese nko se be 7 hat-tricks and 8 braces ataze
oh ba kika ni nyina
ba kokura anto ena akwa bi so your friend Cisse was the ofri kodi ba ba ka tintin bi okoche go ba ko was about 4 no bi anim sa ben Mawuli Wayone has top scorer. I think he has about 6 goals. Is it not the same thing? Normally, Pame Kofi, so Munshe goals. The same thing. And I heard Hamza Isa. I think last season or so, now or said double figures for Hearts of no I'm a top scorer. Season we was a 4. In all of a sudden, Obeka Hamza Isa we a free ball. And Sandy, they make us a Kwamawana. It's on better for fast strike. Matisse coach is up a right back, left back, up a striker straight. Now we leg now we Africa. FA Cup on your open strikers three are become more into one Ghana.
But so occasion of strikers three I mean is it one because we go how do you keep 6 strikers in
the and I deba concern there but season be able we are strikers in our strikers it's still the same thing almost to us and I hear on better change managing director as a general manager on bet me a changing general manager the fofra samba the same and see your off season no you starting preparation friendlies near there Hearts will play incredibly well no mama be Hearts ni be hope say oh be ye for be a season way there your boss 7 matches and now coach is now start mini strikers
mama you so where you will be obi say ti sad your hono wo nwade e wo ha problem kro
na what does it mean kind ma kan what does it mean kind e bi ono em follow what does it mean kind but who am I Maxwell Tikonsoeti Akwafia we nobody will take it say be a member of the chairman and ke boma e be a chairman say no boma because of how he's got the level and the experience of the job where he's been connected they will accept it ono so because so nim the entia
nim o de better for us no but
maybe on be kwa fa asem ahye no meto tie
me no Arsenal on
Arsenal o se wan fa cup na ma na me wan fa ma o de na be
oh wa to
when Andy Eyasemo. Nye bibi na ebia yepe and nye house down for no enko mimi so nyina andi sa unim obi onimia mimi kro mi na omo she house am fie na omo di speed be huri me ba campus wo poli nyina obi anime and I've never changed from it before yen hwesa house enko for but the question is andi o den abe dia team ne ne dia no omo dia no omo nye ready a mba just what say yesu kro bae no wanko obi fie anko force ne say ginyame di of force obi eti no se monko na monko ka sempa de obagie edi na mo abone so aseden eja oba ne nkronkron edi mo wanka se mon force no because nipa obi ade ne will the amount wa we use sika na oboka mbacho nene ka beda no motua player ka no motua coach ka no motua we ka no motua mbacho so oti ase me catch up players say Ben Jamasari 2 kwan na agbesi 2 kwan a house will bring yet another goalkeeper no so ba be top. But Mumbo Insana team ni winning. Some catchers here, Catty Bobono, Ghana has some put here. I don't know about other club, but what I know about House of Oaks, Togbe will not involve himself in those ways. I mean, say be a referee, no on yet. And this year, ball leg in a fencham Sadia has Angelic or Ghana Bimo. Until so much sorry, I to an among or Munje. Nandi when young one say, Team Bob game no we are or Bob very nicely. Home ne so ocean. It doesn't matter team on enable or baguma. Or baguma. No Marco so next season a be the same thing. No much new coach a be the same thing. And in Siana Watara, enya 1 point more than Didino. Only problem ne ohoro. Only so all House of Folk supporters feels like see or mutimum eyanda Watara. Now only that's the feeling. The feeling our House of Folk circles is that currently their team looks better, plays nicely, or our home because Asari more. So they feel like their team is now better than Watara, but that is a lie. Andy, that is a lie. It's now they're being and say, oh, Yemma coach another season, meboa. I feel no ban when you strike a ban or Yemma season. Good. Said, did it so Timia? Or no so. Ne say chief imam crown oboko akomi so ye kramoni or a Muslim right na chief imam be boa no mpai bo ma onko no mo ano enye sa wan hwe ya next season cra points we no wenya no and they so betumi ate na say next season onima by half of the season no na say points ye hwe na enye ya didi on bepa mo what sign 30 years from bepa mo na me pacho Oza also feel consistently every season so we did it and ka season be almost 2 or 3 coaches na boy ebisu na atokotoko no says you got 3 coaches normally about season we and even that one crowd more points crowd they still can't win the league Njandi e was say has penny for me they make cancel muntu anamo me say they should unite all the Hearts of Folk family but what I say no bia amfa de onim emra on board no munye unify force and move on ni enhwe de ebesi asem na no menka so mo papa katakiti bia wa na bisandi asem na no
na eno a uta kwa monitor the game and so course wa Accra Sports Stadium Techno City any DBB United eno
yeah
DBB winning game no by 3-1
yeah o say bachowi
me okay because eno after the game no enkomo akoso yo striker Kodwantwi for DBB and on the shares 3 goals ninyana
okay
na Okasai after the game
the top city playoff no there 1 match off until we are the mission the American center top but all this in Akoppo ambo am here dinkunim na minim because eba na the mentality yan say be share no matter how the situation may be na say share the mentality there near we team fit camp over and team share 3 goals and since the start season in performance I say Cup Premier
ti also mo sha se nyem perform mo so mo ko Premier striker a she 3 goals and say Accra Sports has be fan
also omo here dem antini
also omo be nyina no from omo started division 1 yana mentality ni so be qualify for the Premier League
yeah
and playoff no
I mean so say na penny for no aka show mo ko Premier
okay Isaac Niyama after no qualification no back so ti ono so ni say ma okay
promote a team to the Ghana Premier League, and I've done it. For me, it was my target, and that is what I was sent there to do. And thank God I've done it in a beautiful style. I have only 2 more days to finish. In July, I'll be done, and I'll be awarded with the CAF Lances. In the league that we just finished, I think we were able to score 56 goals, and it tells you that we are a team that is an attacking team that is possible of scoring. So for me, I was not surprised. We could have finished the game by 5, 6, 7. We all saw it. We created a lot of chances, but all the same, I'm very happy with this result. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go back to the drawing board. We'll bring some few guys, maybe our 10 players, because I want to maintain these proper players and really work on them. They have shown a lot of commitment. They have sacrificed for it, and they deserve to play in the Premiership. So we'll add a little bit of new players to it. Then we are good to go in the Premiership.
I know your coach Isaac Niyama was by June, July. Then the license of Kwamana coaching the Premier League. No we now pursue maintaining the core of his team. No, I have few additions, and the boys will be ready for the Premier League. So the young woman DBB United. Young woman for the upcoming season after Senra also Inyasa victory and sweet because but Mamefa will so and so my uncle George Free the former vice president for the Ghana Football Association say question Antechi said na obe fallen na omuhu send na just a matter of time.
Me the be here. When I see the leader I want to cry and I was trying to work with him. So be a page up papa did it through here. It is these same people that make money. Just very ambitious. Just very sick. Just very sick. Just very sick. Something. Team. The question and teaching of yesteryears and question and teaching of today. Which one do you like? This is what we do in this country. We are always afraid. But me, I grew up a young man joining DYLG, Democratic Youth League of Ghana. I was strong papagay boy until President Kufo changed my thinking. Then I cut across these 2 political lines. NDC or MPP because my mother was the woman organizer for MPP in 1992 to 2004. I grew up as a barracks boy.
I know Uncle George Free now. Games are also Leguan Hunsen, president of Ghana Athletics. Opinion friends Bawa Fuseni. Complaints are also no. What do you no kakra na into opinion and we.
The internet, I know you have internet is not working, then we'll fix it tomorrow. The start list is always there. I don't know why you don't get it. Maybe you go there in great number, but I know start list is there. I have access to start list. So if you don't have access to start list, tomorrow, let's sort it out tomorrow in the morning before the afternoon session. The second question is what about the space there? This is how the stadium was built. I cannot create more space for the media there. Some of you have attended World Championship, I've attended Olympic Games. Some of you know that you have no right to come and walking around, but you have been doing it. I've been doing it. So if you want us to enforce the rules, we will enforce the rules. Tomorrow, I'll ask police. No, wait, I don't want to ask police, media, this is your area. I'll make sure that nobody goes there. You should make sure that you stay there.
Others and for no complaining space, no. Bomba Banan for the media and no sister be wanting me in but media for the baby on my class almost about. Tis a sound of Mokado wants to be making sure police be very strict. Na media and baby in class or corner, untiminko. And the internet won't no or say because you say foreign media no mabano ain't even reported to their respective countries because of internet issues. I will venue no want and send the reports and co. Tiomo have a problem and he's saying say umber no sorti and nanapa before
Andy. I was buying penny sports minister I was saying Nenebre. Mempese but Ghana no yenjini pandi. For all you know, there are people who are sabotaging Ghana.
Mami Veronica Komi.
Okay.
And also a company for na one ebe patch with issues I also with the African Athletics Championship. Yenti already we are amateur. Mama don't say naba.
I have been a journalist for years, traveled the world, and I understand that it is not acceptable. You need a very quiet environment for you to be able to operate. So we've heard you, even before you said it, we knew that we needed to be better. So my apologies that there was a lot of noise and it distracted the way you had to work. We've put measures in place to make sure that it doesn't repeat itself. So kindly accept my apology to the media. Secondly, you spoke about the athletes speaking about rationing of food. Personally, I was taken a little aback, I think, for us as organizers, but we do know that there will be complaints and everything. what we have done is to step up to see how we can change some of that narrative, because I go to the dome myself, we are always there is a lot of food, so we don't know where that came from. So it is something that I want to give you the assurance that we are working on. In terms of the equipment that did not work yesterday, there was a lot of power trips. I don't know if you saw it, the power kept fluctuating. We had a generator set available to correct that, but a lot of technical difficulties ensure that once we fixed it, it went back to the same. What we have done today is to isolate a lot of the power so that the equipment will have their own power, so we don't have a repeat of what happened yesterday. So that is the update in terms of what we have done.
I Veronica Comey and I think Max.
Yeah, Andy, I think the sports minister and I saw or question people. And yes, so it's not Black Stars as M1. Because Black Stars cry issues, young budget, he'll be out and be speaking. Of course, his job is doing a great job, but he needs to be up and doing. Because made the Managerial said there are people who want to sabotage them. And they shouldn't take it for granted. Because the air course and the mental because Sebi, could I say tournament where organizers annual money so. Woman who's a casa kama or can there's one carry brofuna Ghana sa onyaka brofuna I just say or but brofuna in nature how intelligent to be in time to be between a cabro for her mama known to me by hano will become woman as some carry. All these things should have been done ahead. If they were done ahead, Andy, and a tournament annual money buy and no their machines will agree. And a light issue, they don't be. Because Ghana has a light issue has been there. You saying Ghana light issues are busy. And you saying mid-90s, day by Rollins more time, President Kufuor more time, Penny, His Excellency Atamils may so rest in peace. They by ABC, President Mahama, and I don't be seen. Then I saw your lights. Yeah, time because Ghana is had any problem with light. And the light, doom dia, Ghana lights and yes, sir. But these things could have been done. So what could you tournament say who host here? So we be hosted tournament be we and the no when you nyam. Oh when you be so because say Ghana. They be a makasa as much as I know a couple of people are more free Africa. They are friends. Andy, and the Ghanaians or more to quite Africa how much na Andy. When omon koyen who can be omunti omudo say Ghana the say Africa the yen number one gateway to Africa. We are the Black Star, the hope of Samiet here. But at the moment on me chom but no more say kai sana ye wait to baby. Ain't see me surprised, but they need to be serious. Then again, coach no so almost 56 goals on. Yeah, that's a mark of a good coach. He's up on him the echo. So we off head no boy. Or you said season in this number of goals. Ebi me consider say he's on top of his job. Coach is ni bebre and the o interview to menka o mon ball like omunim goals or match. And only men agree. Omunim goals or match. And he's been able to identify say the team na attacking, so he plays an attacking style of football. And also the set A na car no ide. We
by July.
Me GFA set A no say nye ebi a CAF ni FIFA no mind mandatory. Me who the wisdom in it. Unim the India. Say a league said A for any coaching.
But at least also wore a certain qualification
to be able to coach.
Yeah.
And it's a what they
park and
yeah. And it's a what they call the qualification high and mom but not say coaching mom say what does that mean? We reverse ye. Because no coaches with B who are far better than most of all these coaches with A. And there are some people who have A. Omuditi fi omukre don't want to even coach. Ente quite best so na why money e fa so mo ye A no. And for all you know when obi anka wa coach for a certain number of years. Ebi our top level no di B A ne buy into 1 year no. E say mandatory say sanko for no should be enrolled straight away and asema make am eboa. Say a country be cry or Ghana ne coach na we should have even supported them. Supporting ye be financial but it could have been a different thing for them to do. But for all you know mpachote say no be or why be be akwa apply no enya but not obi owe no dey ba. Ebi kron coach da. Because me titin say me I don't want to believe me nyam research me we am the beba. I don't want to believe that. If it is true, then a zero. But I don't really think so. Say, you'll be a catch them, or say, I say, hey, no, your uncle for a friend from some me. And so what I say, maybe a 100 near apply or more. It is known that that one I don't want to believe. Maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna understand the system. But Andy, finally, teams also on better leg, Also mobile leg in the target.
Also from the division no target is qualify for the Premier.
Yeah,
and now they are ready for the Premier.
Yes, ABS that said Diana straight from Division 1. They won the league, and then the last time. Team but in recent times, teams not more gaining promotion from Division 1 or more survive it oftentimes. Say over here, so over league table na hasi ho mami. Me wa over league table no hasi ho.
Asio
we hu. She ho mami mpacho teams no hade. Wonders.
Omari.
Omontumi nya wonders no. Hohoi
omojaibo.
Omokwaro omodwane. Meboa. Ohe Vision
15th.
Nahubisa Apostles
14th.
All Blacks
12th.
One here, some of these teams now in a bed drop. Either say we just a season or aquani two and I say the first season on a drop. It's almost bad they are not able to compete. But them over a sort of 1 day banner. Those teams now or more league for not for more than 3 or more years now neighbor. And the question is why? The why is that if you say share Premier level on the first division and in Kenya say muchim bebre. And think every player who is very good at junior level division 1 should be able to play the Premier. So me junior. Because the Premier teams in an crown or more players or more top division 1 for neighbor. But I think some of preparation on Mode Bano hasn't been the best. And here one thing. And again, Omunsa nim terrain ni because any they bought Premiership na different from mentality they bought your friends say Division 1. I think na make us Premier League they are wuye season e best start here teams in team. Now all the 18 teams are mobile, including Wow team no they are top paper so. Now the minimum say many Andy there dem lose match we intina me the loss asho. Who's a match be how they have lose Andy opa the Gary bottom back be lose. Ebia minimum say many Jake there mebo draw. And ebia many Chris or me home there meseno. And so games now very difficult to win. Now you draw any losses now, and then you work towards it. But among yes, excitement here about Premier League, ebi or buy any money ebi 10 billion ebi. So no some fan boy na ebi a club na no when your girls two for you know I talk out for both said any aje na game no enkoyi. But if they are well conditioned, they are being taken care of well. No more planning. I think say they will be able to play. It's teams in the bar no more free no. Because our first division teams no so and they beat say All Blacks. Who's here home ball pa? Say over average attended they are one of the teams here home ball. And it's not me person or came. But the question is or came and why so nenko. It should be on merit. Yem person be so be no be ho di enibi.
Mejaiwo.
And there no.
I was about say na Menoka say eguso ekoso ewo Swami magazine Ekwaba Medical Center any Rebel Laboratories or Akabum Sanson as support from Frangina Company Limited afi Total Energy say Shesi ayeka say we have too far Swami magazine Nebra ye hell consultation when you ever scan any lab test or any other services medical services in Yanoba yebabo we Ekwaba Medical Center any Rebel Laboratory and Akabum Mode side and air by Shasia Enra 13 31st May any baby anopa 7 yapon 4 de bia ewo so magazine e Kumasi and egusu ekoso so open inquiries afre 0540121563 0540121563 Shana to say I have Frangina Company Limited and I feel Total Energies and Buana Pure and so Airborne the Ediama Vim Champagne energy drink no Aya Pibino Oya Jumadine Siano Abre also nya hodia betimi Edia to Juma so de bia no ayetebo unya Aya Vim Champagne energy drink ni bi no ma won sampa ama o Vim and Vego amwagina so wo Juma kama be so event bia kosumu nsa bi wase san say kama awobia epe Aya Vim Champagne energy drink ya no bi na NCC o kama nya na e stores supermarket event vendors omuto be 0322 1908770 322190877 Mamenka obio say much experience hospitality neguso ekoso na say dey ameta eka no we no say opeso okonya premium access to football's biggest stage. Yama VIP seats in exclusive lounges. Any priority entry. We know much experience hospitality. Over a decade, 10 years in the N1 serve as an official FIFA sales agent. FIFA. No hassle, no stress. Just pure football luxury. And more than a ticket. And that's going to upgrade this year. Ura any Absa Bank branch. Be a cash swaba for much experience hospitality. Now so we call www.matchexphospitality.com. Ebum now room. And after 0551 551119 0551 551119. Now we didn't pay for Mena Paddy, Macatro said, Honda also order. Otis Ukumas now, baby, I'll be that was soon. Ever join Simon Apahua, what Kaja rooms are a unit, a kama. One saw me at more honomanity, just so many paya pa. You was standby generator, making sure the Tembia and Kania and Sweden so a through 24 hours. Ocean School Junction for Grace Gift and Nimuhonoma, Kase, Oko California food joint, Obako to Dankakra, or full condition room, security is here 24 hours. The honor, your sons, our shuttle, our baby, I see about Piku, Freya, Baba, Ono Yemen and Yadobaba, 0543 556 666 0543 556 666. Na uri enso ni nkomo Kenny Rose internet solution adama uguso emo internet na makacho sa eba internet won sem dia contact Kenny Rose na afi no ayo ama internet connectivity office if you schools baby say stonchi say na obehia bi ewo sil ho na mezo ho no ma ba obewa be try internet no correct atuma ba pa na customers no enso etimi enjoy. And a few birthdays now for you make way for DJ Bishops na omra oba na yadidi akejina and so dia beto so to me amamo na we free honorable prince former sports presenter and also we know there Worcester Executive Fitness Club and omo inauguration na nyankopo ya adoma June 21 and I said 21st of June Sunday 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. Na Jumadi Nebakoso, was St. Juan of Ark Parish Hall. Was 570 Lincoln Street. Was Winchester. ME 01605. Na almost we know what I say. We start na Ekoso. Almost say almost atonsa dia frɛ East Legon executives and health executives for our nyina Africana ebe support omo. Ewo Worcester, ewo US of A. Enti Shano Somaye, say almost in Yasm Kuto, Elnafi Bogus Live Band, and so entertain the crowd into Honorable Prince. As you event Kasia and Echoes Worcester, Nyankopo Yadma, 21st of June. Ti Munshaneso, na Munano, Mumiki Show somebody represent Ewasi. And area, na Mamin Tinsi birthdays, Nisso say. Happy birthday, Kwadiama Dora. Na Idia Rodona de Freno AD. Ewe Juma, Ewu Emmanuel I Medical Center, Ewu East Legon one cry. Now we from Korase, and I'll say young wish a Dora D. A happy birthday, Evanti D. Happy birthday to you. Nyankopo inshallah ye pa. Sanso and a birthday way, Kasia pa na ifri nana oredu wadie. Kwawu nkwatia kwaswahene. And or say on one kasane papa ne lovely dad. Openi kwame wadie. Ene eyo penyi awoda Freedom Hotel omunyina ene eye openyi nana oredu wade 1 kwawu nkwatia kwso hene ene o se ne papa prekope o we shono a happy birthday we know ye say we your friend daddy because niema ofie what you say
eska
na o de nana oredu wade na nkasa kra anya mask to na ne papa ja
we ne friend bo fi
nema ufi ti penye kase penye kwame wade ye we show a happy birthday today ni nkasa nyankopon koso anu inshallah no onyo kase pa ye kwere na mi nkasa minu aba odobroni ene charity birthday ti minu aba charity. And we show a happy birthday today. Na birthday Efremia Kasabe ho Kwakudia Bombom Mr. Actor yeah we show a happy birthday. Samson wan kasa wo yon kwa bena. Nyina yeah we show a happy birthday. Odobroni charity Happy birthday to you. Hey, manager also say me wish you happy birthday.
Charity. And a birthday na no. And a birthday. Now so unuaba.
Unuaba no.
Say like how chire mu.
Unuaba no.
Unia penny or do a channel when you man that they like chire mu kakra eso. Obi na ma me mess your person. Say unim dia
nipa.
Unim dia person work.
I na say catch obi say unuaba.
Ti bia ne a onhu.
Onhu me. And one key screws.
What does it say?
Man, what do you mean? Hey, Charity. Untina me
Charity, I mean sure.
Okay. Sanso ena mamenko eye Kumasi Technical University. Na menwishe Daniela Ajaman. And so a happy birthday today. Daniela, SRC General Secretary hopeful. Danny, happy birthday to you. When you say we enjoy vacations, no. Nyankopon ka ho na unshraw on this special day. Happy birthday to you, Daniela Ajima. You are very loved. Ewo campus o. Menim say do na ifilu pa. Danny, happy birthday to you. May God bless you. Sanso and I will say young wish a princess. And so a final year student ewa ya Santua SHS. And a princess na woda na ifri gifty. And I feel busuafo and see and wish you a happy birthday. Princess, happy birthday to you. Nyankopon shaupa na onya okese. Ye kwa enim no another birthday ewa ha ti yemfa ene so emra. Na I'll say happy birthday to Asare Kwatin. We a Thai dealer ewo high school junction. Ho ena Asare Kwatin ewo yenwishi Asare. And so a happy birthday ene emfa ebanapa. Yankwe must say happy birthday to Miss Sherry. Now Miss Sherry, the CEO of Sherry Diamond Luxury Saloon. Now if you Mr. Francis Akosia Samwa, and we'll see and wish Miss Sherry a happy birthday. And Miss Sherry, happy birthday to you. Yen trouble na yen fire ninchemu ewe joso eho ena care chire pokuya. And so we catch you a nurse. Ewo Kwaso Health Center ewo joso. Ene catchery and so awoda inti yemfa PFD we so na ye wish catchery and so awoda pa. Happy birthday to you catchery. Na kupon pa. Now we also say happy birthday to Francisca. And afi Francis Akwabwa Muyenta. Ene mawoda. Francisca ene Francis Akwabwa. If you cha and I see and a happy birthday and Fabana Papa. Okay. And then so Alfred Herbert Yabua Unia and Naomi our pure FM ha and then with Alfred Herbert Yabua. Happy birthday to you, Yankopo Insha. Now Mr. Osei Jemfi Jonas. And so another listener of Pure FM, especially Pure Sports. And I saw a staunch member of Kumasi Asante Koroko and Mr. Osei, happy birthday to you. Nye kase nyankopo nkoso na unshaw na onyo kese pa. Happy birthday. And I did chat to one and then Asenso US of A. And then Asenso awuda from the CEO, Mr. Meme. So and I want kasa Unia number 2. Any of your phone in see and we show happy birthday. So happy birthday to you, Jacob Show. Well, it was a vote. Yanamuina see na yemfa na de no so ensi wa ha. Na afi no yen sorry ma bishops emeto aso Jacob ya adoma ochina. Yebesa bishia na afi dia ke bia no. Ye de nyina so etumi edia. Ba medi Andrew so weti afra mandika sa wote Maxwell enka na bigi. Enso ebeboae emi edi show no enso ba. Yakra mu nyina yebesa hia china. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed, Yakram.
Or Italy, or Germany, Netherlands, or US, or Spain, or Belgium, Portugal, Canada, and UK. Baby, I want to be a send this car be fee. They may come from my Lemfi. Now Lemfi, no, the money that's from going to say we or send the bakuti million or momo so instantly. Now, may mount a very special package. And want to say, so I will send this car. And one is over promo code, BKB 2020. You get $10 or $20 cash back. The tenant say, so send it free UK. Now send it £100. you get £10 as cash back. You see the amount. Say, oh US, now sending $100. You amount $20 cash back. Oh Canada, now sending $100 Canadian. You amount $20 Canadian as cash back. So Europe, and so baby now sending €100. You amount €10 as cash back. Wait, a lemfi. Your rates so a spectacular. And I'm saying, okay, baby, rates no war from no. Yeah, the rates no was slow. Also, sounds like unya more money. And unti any account for lemfi. And so at the amount. The promo code to use a BKB 2020. Oh yeah, no, you get cash back only on lemfi or Italy or